the street in the heat of the day. Sweat on my brow, but I'm feeling okay. The world's spinning fast, but I'm taking it slow. Keep it cool, you fool. That's the way to go. Keep it cool, you fool. Don't let it burn you down. Don't let the fire take the smile to a frown. The world's a wild ride, but you got the tools. Keep it cool, you fool. Keep it cool, you fool. The sun's throwing punches, but I'm dancing in the shade. Life's a game of cards, and I got it well played. People rushing past, but I'm taking my time. Keep it cool, you fool. Life's a rhythm, not a climb. Don't let the chaos pull you into the storm. Stay steady, stay ready, let your soul stay warm. The noise can't shake you if you're holding your ground. Keep it cool, you fool. Let your heart make the sound. Keep it cool, you fool. Don't let it burn you down. Don't let the fire take the smile to a frown. The world's a wild ride, but you got the tools. Keep it cool, you fool. Keep it cool, you fool. Even when the thunder rolls and the skies turn gray, I'll be whistling my tune, chasing clouds away. It's all about the vibe and the way you rule. Keep it cool, keep it cool, you fool. Keep it cool, you fool. Keep it cool, you fool.
We are. We're back. I discovered that my weather redeem breaks my computer, so probably won't be using that until I fix that particular aspect of it. You know, it happens. Unfortunately, that means I have to start Friday again. It's like purgatory. It's like an endless, hellish loop where I tell you about Friday. If it crashes again, I will log back on and tell you about Friday again. It's an inescapable task. It has to be done. There's just no excuse. It has to be done, you know? So, round 2, we try again. All right, so I'm going to introduce you guys to the topic today. The spice was slow. Yeah, my weather redeem just crashed my computer when I tried to click to it, so probably shouldn't. I guess I don't use that while I'm in VR. You learn these things. You learn these things. But more importantly, Friday is the topic for today, which is Friday. Yeah, weather was the sole survivor. Yeah, I just realized I was like, oh shit, everything's frozen. So whatever. Luckily, I wasn't too deep into the stream because I would have been pissed off. Because the point of these are kind of the VODs, I think. You know, they get, you know, they get whatever attention on here, but on my YouTube channel, they get decent views. So people do like the chit chattiness of me just talking about dumb shit. But at least I try to structure it. You know, I have a structure here. So we're gonna have to use the emphasis stick again because I blame the weather. Really, I just blame the weather. So we get the emphasis stick. We start emphasizing things. So we got this right here. Right? So we got Friday the 13th. You see that? Yeah? With Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees, right? He uses a machete. He kills people. I don't know. I can't see. I say I've seen the movies, right? I don't know. TGI Fridays, a restaurant whose name means thank God it's Friday. Makes sense, right? Did you ever know what the TGI part stands for? Well, now you do. And that's Frigg. That's Frigg. Hey, Kirsten, welcome back. That's Frigg, Odin's wife. Frigg also means fuck and masturbate. So that's the goddess of masturbation, if you think about it. I mean, well, she is the goddess of like marriages and shit like that. So I don't know. I don't think it may, you know, it's not. It seems fine. We got Friday here. Everyone is always telling me how excited they are about Friday. They're probably wrong. Like, how are you going to be excited about a day where you work the entire day, right? And you get like 5 hours to do what you want before Saturday, the real good day, begins. You know, it's just silly. What a weird day. And if you're a non-worker, every retail worker on Friday, they just half-ass everything. So it's legitimately the worst day. People are just like, oh, my day off's tomorrow, so I'm just not going to work very hard today, right? It's insane. It's insane. So people are excited for a day where they don't have to do anything, you know? So I'm just saying, it's something weird about it. It's not quite right. I mean, it's not quite wrong either, but it's not quite right. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm too loud. No way, this is locked. I bet you they locked it. One second, let me unlock this. Just turning the volume down a little bit. Turning this volume up a little bit. Alright. We've done it. We have done it. We gotta go to the notes. We could get rid of the music. I have invented a way to get rid of the music. In case I get tired of it, right? Right? You know? What if I get tired of the music? You know? Right? So I'm just like, oh, I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of listening to this radio. Oh, shit. Would you get out of my hand? There we go. Right? The radio, and you just go, oh, I'm tired of you. And you just throw it. And it's gone. It's gone until I find it again. But if I ever want to listen to music, I'm kind of fucked. Because it's way over there in the darkness, you know? And who knows what could get me in the darkness. Could be anything in the darkness. We got notes. Holy shit. We're saving this note. It's a good note. What note we get here? Yeah, this is the one we got last time. We're gonna reread this note. That's right, we're rereading it. I'm sorry that you don't want me to reread it, but I'm going to. It's just a damn shame that I'm going to do this to you. So, Friday the 13th is considered to be a highly unlucky day. The number 13 itself is the unlucky aspect. Friday is an accomplice of this particular number. Most known, probably, for the movie series associated with the name is Friday the 13th, over there. Right. Over there. Right? Stars Jason Voorhees. He kills people with a machete. I don't know. I don't actually know. He could be walking around with a wrench, for all I know, and I'm just assuming it's a machete, you know? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe he uses like a machine gun. You know, maybe Jason Voorhees walks around with a damn machine gun, for all I don't know. I haven't seen them, you know? He might use like a revolver, you know? Who knows? Oh, I mean, you guys probably know. You've probably actually seen the movie, so there you go. There are 12 Friday the 13th movies, which means that there's not a Friday the 13th movie, which is weird. You would think that Friday the 13th, 13, has like a pretty good ring to it overall, right? Like, it's not bad. There's also a TV show that had 3 seasons for Friday the 13th, which I don't understand what that would be. I've never seen it, you know, so I kind of wonder, like, what's the deal with that? But I would never watch it. I don't think I'd ever watch that. I might. If someone told me it was really, really good, I would check it out. But nobody's going to tell me that, so I count myself lucky. There you go. Swiftly dealt with this note. I think we'll put it outside. Actually, we should put this note outside. Right? We'll just put it through the window. You know, why not? There we go. There we. Oh. What the heck? You guys aren't supposed to come with me. You guys are supposed to stay over there. What the heck? Hey, there we go. All right, you guys stay over there while I abscond with this note that I've lost. Oh, there it is. There it is. We'll put it out here. There we go. It's perfect. It's perfect out there. You know, it's great. Blocking out the window with our notes. It's amazing. We have edited this room. We have edited stuff, by the way. Let's see. We got, I mean, you've probably seen the candy bars, the cigarettes. That's old. That's old. Oh yeah, the cup. You can actually like pick up the cup, which is great. You know, in case you wanted to use a cup, you could pick it up and then throw it. You know, but we don't need it. It's empty. I just use it to put my pencils into it. You know. Oh, I just put pencils in it. You know, I don't know what else to do with it. Honestly, I don't drink coffee or anything. I could probably put a soda pop in there, I guess. But, you know, what the heck would I do with that damn cup? You know, to me, it's just in the way. It's just in the way on my desk, you know? Like, you know, just get out of the way. What are you doing? What the heck are you doing? I don't have any videos to show, but the time may come. Yeah, with my weather redeem crashed me, so I had to turn that off for now. But we're back. Yeah, luckily you got past the. I kind of gleaned over the Friday the 13th stuff again. Just, you know, where's the emphasis stick? This guy, right here. You know, we gleaned over it already, and here you guys can look outside again. Look how nice it looks today. It's pretty good. Do you like my rain? Do you enjoy my rain effects? Well, good. It took me forever to put rain, and I'm happy it didn't lag everything up. Well, I did crash, so maybe my rain, you know, is a heavy asset. You know, maybe it's heavier than I thought. Oh, we got Boys Will Be Boys over here. My favorite movie. Oh, we got some Blood Moon. Can of Blood Moon sitting over here. You know, chunky, right? Well, we still got more notes. Here, you can check out the computer. There you go. How you doing, Wreckage? Yeah, you poor guy. I feel so bad for you when you play Sekiro, man. I feel so bad because you're so bad and like angry about it. I'm just like, dang it. I like it when Wreck is happy. Give him a tip, you know. Because Silvarian doesn't look like it's bothering him whatsoever. So like, you know, I see him grooving and cruising. I have no reason to even give him a tip. He's doing fine. He's doing better than I was. Like, for goodness sake, he knows that it's a stealth game. I refused to acknowledge that that was a stealth game. You know, like, screw that. Oh yeah, we gotta redo this. Oh yeah, check out the soda machine. Wow, so many delicious brands of soda pop. Also, my radio is in the darkness over here. I don't know how to get it back through my radio at some point, and it's just like in here somewhere. I have no idea. Like, I couldn't tell you where it is. I would look for it in the darkness, but that kind of scares me too. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's in there somewhere. It's gone. It's just gone. It's in the dark. I mean, if we want to listen to the music, we just step into the dark, you know. It's all we can do. I mean, I can kind of hear it. I bet you if I used my ears and just like scooped around a little bit, I'd probably find it. But no, that is not the case. That's not the case at all, actually. But it's okay. We got notes to read, and that would be distracting anyways. No, it's true. It was such a tough game. I was bitching the whole time. And it's funny because people who watch my shit, they were telling me that they were having like anxiety on my behalf because nobody's watching Sekiro and being like, he's so bad. Like, nobody's thinking that when they watch someone play Sekiro. Not a single person is like, oh, this guy needs to get good. Nobody's thinking that. Like, the people who have beaten Sekiro were like war veterans who've been through like a traumatic event. And we of course we want to put other people through the traumatic event, but we have no want or need to make it harder for them than it needs to be, because we already know the game's gonna fucking thorn them to death anyways. So you know, usually the sentiments are pretty good with Sekiro players because they get it. They know that game's a fucking monster. But you know, it has like a couple real good high points that make you go like, okay, well, maybe there's something to this. Maybe like if there were, I think my main sentiment by the time I got through Sekiro was, gosh, boy darn, Sekiro 2 will be awesome. Because I everything that was in Sekiro 1, I'm like, yeah, I get what they're trying to do, but like, if they made a Sekiro 2 and refined all that shit, that'd be the one. That would be the one. You know, it's just, there's so much experimental stuff occurring in Sekiro that eventually became Elden Ring. All that shit transferred over to Elden Ring's combat system, basically. Oh, yeah. The cheddar biscuit boss. Well, fucking Wreckage over here is just fought the Guardian Ape. And I remember when I was fighting the Guardian Ape, and I was not a happy person during that entire fight. Or Elden Ring. I've never played the DLC in Elden Ring. I only beat the main parts, and then I just stopped playing. I haven't touched the DLC shit yet. But I've always been a Souls guy. I've always liked all the Souls games. You know, I like games with a good, worthwhile challenge to them. Because I figured out that I can beat most video game challenges. You know, I got the gamer. So it is fun to like at least like get to an insurmountable odds in a video game and be like, holy shit, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But when you beat it, it's cool. It's always a good feeling to get past something that you initially thought like, well, this is impossible. What the fuck? You know, it's great. It's better than playing a fucking easy game where like it's all like hand fed to you. Like all the good stuff is just You know, and the games compliment you like, oh well, you're the greatest hero. You're really strong. Like I hate that. I want my games to like tell me I suck and then kick me in the balls, you know, and just be like spit on me, you know, and then I want to get revenge on that game. That's what I like. I like that where the game kind of like gives you like the middle finger, and then it's up to you to get like the revenge on the game, you know. It's great. The Ghost Monk was annoying too. I just had to run around and do light attacks. And Ghost Lady right before the monk. Ghost Lady? I didn't even fight her. She's optional though, I assume, but I knew better. See, I'm not a 100%. I don't do like 100% runs. I showcase a game in like a blind perspective of this is a basic playthrough, and I'm not gonna like spend 2 or 3 streams doing like after game content or searching around for something to make my guy OP. It's a flat straight through, you know. Because I like me as a viewer, like when I watch people play stuff, my favorite part is watching them play through like the main chunk of content in a game, and my least favorite thing I think is just watching someone trying to like 100% a thing, and it because there's no like substance at that point. Once you get past like the big crescendo main story, it's not too interesting to see someone like just run around using like the cheesiest moves to get through an area quick and just be like, I need to kill 10 rats and get this key, and then I need to go bring the, you know, it's just like, you already killed the god of this world. Like, what do I care anymore? You know, you killed God. You're like, holy shit, you don't need to do this. You're good. You did it. You know, you don't need any of this stuff. But you know, that's for people. I mean, like when I was younger, when I was like a kid, hell yeah, dude. Like I would 100% games, right? The more content a game had, the better. I ate that up. But nowadays, I enjoy like, it's like eating a meal, right? Like a video game is kind of like eating a meal, and you eat it until you're nice and full, but you don't have to be like stuffed. Like you don't have to eat every bite. You know, you eat it, and you're like, that was a great meal, and you don't need to overeat it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's very different if like you just love the game and you actually want to keep playing. Like that's fine. I get that. Like Yakuza Kiwami 2 is one game that I contemplate just replaying it just because I love when I streamed it, I had so much fun that I'm just like I would replay that again. Like I would replay that like 2 or 3 times. Like that was a fun package right there. Like everything about that I was just like, this is great. Hey, hey Armor. I figured out my weather redeem does not like my VR chat. So I've turned it off for now. But I'm back. I had to reset everything. But yeah, hey, you know, it is what it is. There's only one way to learn that, and I sure did. But yeah, we're back. I already, don't worry. I already talked about Friday the 13th. I got through that. You know, I got through that already. But unfortunately, the downward slope. You know, it's already like. You know, it happens. It's the whole point. See, the whole plan with these is to start it off kind of on point, kind of serious, kind of focused, and then slowly, it just you know declines. It's great. It's very funny to me because I will rewatch my VODs because I feel like I forget the end of my VODs because, you know, by then I'm probably a little bit drunk. It's very funny. It's pretty good. All right, we got another note here. I pulled one out of the... You guys want to see my note drawer? It's pretty good. Look at that. That's where I get my notes from. I just pull them out of my drawer. I'm like, oh shit, I've run out of things to talk about. Let me just grab one of these. You just grab them, and you're good. Yeah. But yeah, we have a note drawer. It's okay. You know, it's fine. Let's get you guys, like... Here, I'll put you on the desk. Put you guys on the desk, you know. Oh, shit. Desk is a lie. Jesus. The desk is a little flimsy. It's particle board, so what can you expect, you know? Well, this topic is kind of a. Yesterday, York was like, "Why don't you make a topic about Friday?" Yada yada yada. And I'm like, "All right, I did." So I just did. Usually, like with Agartha, I had to actually like cite like actual like ancient history bullshit and try to keep it as factual as I could. So I had to keep a lot of notes just because I want someone to be able to watch the Agartha video and then cite anything I'm saying, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is a thing, because I don't like the bullshit people. You know, my Agartha video may have not been as phenomenal as other people's. I wasn't talking about magic and this and that, but I was giving factual like evidence of like, well, this is why this place could exist. Not that I'm saying it does, but there was just a lot of evidence pointing like, yeah, this is a place, you know. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the hey, and Six, good job on your stream today. You did great. I don't know what that game was, but I was very excited for that game until I saw it being played, and I was like, okay then. Okay then, you know. I was suspicious though as I was watching your notes, and I just kept thinking like, this doesn't seem right. This seems weird. And then I had to Google it, and then I looked up World of Illusion, and the fucking box art like immediately like nostalgia punched me in my stomach, because I feel like I've seen that box art of that game like 1,000 times as a kid. That was like the one box art I had sitting just out in the open because I was playing it all the time. Just looking at that box art like fucking nailed me in the guts. It wasn't a bad feeling. It was just like, oh yeah, I forgot. Honestly, I really liked this game back in the day. Don't worry, I'm just turning myself. See, I'm pointing at my wall. I should be pointing at the cameras, which I did not do. I was not doing that. We got a note? All right, so you guys know anything about Venus, the planet? No? Well, I'll tell you this. Venus is the second planet from the sun and is often called the Earth's twin, since they're both about the same size. And now you know everything about Venus. We appreciate the friendly lies. Sometimes we walk onto first base. I don't know, because I like ancient history. I'm a big fan of it, and I don't like fake history. So I do try to, anything I would talk about for history is fairly factual. Like I could, like if you were to ask, like press me on something, I could give you like, I could link to a bunch of evidence and be like, yeah, that you know, I like to research stuff. If I find something interesting, I look into it, and then after enough research, I determine like, okay, there's something to this or there's nothing to this. You know, it's simple as that. I'm not searching for magic. I'm just searching for damn answers. Oh, thought you were talking about that. No, I like your stream, Six. That's why I like what you have like the only streams I like to watch. I feel like at this point, Wreckage. I'll tell you what, Wreckage though is like, I do watch Wreck just because I like watching Wreck. Like it's funny. Like, you know, some streamers I will go to I will hang out with them just because like, I don't know. I feel like they need company. I'm like, I'll be company. Like I'll chit chat. Like, you know, because if someone has like low viewers or like nobody talking in chat, they really appreciate just chilling there and just it motivates them to keep going. Like, and I don't mind doing that. But like Six, I don't care. And at this point, Six has enough viewers where I don't need to do that. I don't actually need to be there to be like, hey, Six, you're doing great. No, he's got plenty of people. But I like watching his shit. I think he's a very good streamer. Same for Rec, though. Like, I have no reason to watch Rec other than the fact that I like Rec. You know, he seems like a charismatic dude. It's funny. You know, I'm just saying. It's pretty good. I like Savarian too, but me and Savarian have bonded over like weird grief shit. So, you know, that's you know, it's just one of those situations where we get each other on like a deep like we're both fucked up from like shit that has happened to us that involves grief, you know. He's pretty good. He's a solid guy, at least in terms of, because when I brought up some shit, he was pretty good about talking about it, and I appreciated that. Yeah, I mean, some people need the support. Some people really want the support. Like for me, I do this because it's just fun. Like I actually like doing it, but I don't ever expect to blow up or get very popular or anything like that. Like that's not like a weird looming like thought in my head. I just do it because I like it. I like to collect. I like to make vods and put them on my YouTube channel, and it's just a thing I've always done since I was like a kid. I've always made YouTube videos, so this is just routine. The streaming is new for me, but making the videos are not. Yeah, they're good with their chat. Like they're solid. Like it's just a thing. I'm sure there's like thousands of solid streamers out there. I just have not had the chance to like meet them, which is one of the advantages of like, I guess like doing those fucking random raids people do, where it's just like let's just raid this guy, because there's a chance you might actually meet someone who's really cool. Like, yeah, you never know. Like when you make a decision to do something social in a day, you never know if you're gonna like bump into your fucking best friend from that like off chance. Like you're gonna just meet someone who's gonna end up being like, this guy's great. I met him 3 years ago and this chat, and we've been friends ever since. You just never know. Like, like when those rare drops are gonna happen. Yeah, per se, I do feel bad for Rec every time I see him like struggling in a video game though. Because he seems like a nice guy, so you just don't want to see him in like misery. You just don't want to see him in misery. I mean, at Six though, he enjoyed seeing me in misery when I was playing Sekiro. So that bastard, he wanted Six. I think Six didn't think I could beat it. I think he was betting on me. Definitely rage quitting eventually. He just underestimated my stubbornness. Like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm just going to do it. Like it doesn't matter if I'm incapable of doing the task. I'll fucking do it. I will stubbornly do the thing I've told you. That's why I don't tell people I'm gonna do shit very often. Like if I say I'm gonna do something, like my brain forces me to follow through. But I make very few. I keep it very sarcastic. I joke a lot. I do my best to not be serious because of the. I mean, I'll be honest. It's funny too because after I reformatted my computer, it did run better. I think I was right. I think like legitimately. I feel like there was like a weird lag problem in that game. I feel like I was definitely like, I was fighting Sekiro as well as fighting the fact that like my computer needed to be fixed, and I was just like lagging randomly. Because in a game like that, you cannot afford to like have like frame drops, and I was having like a few of them. Vincey told me his like he was like about to have an anxiety attack when he was watching me poison that weird gun lady in the swamp. Because I spent like I just spent 2 hours just like luring her into the poison. She'd take a little damage. I'm like, okay, and I'd lure it back in. I made sure that motherfucker was dead. Oh yeah, you guys fought her. I didn't even give her that honor. I didn't even give her that honor. I fought her plenty of times. At a certain point, I'm like, I'm never gonna figure out how to kill this monster. So I'm gonna find my own measure, my own way. I didn't realize it was cheese at the time because I do not read guides. I do not look up metas. I do not watch any videos. I go in blind with every game, to my own detriment sometimes. I will wander around in a damn circle plenty of times, but you can be assured that I never look up anything. It's a fresh, a human take on like a game. Just play the game and go on. I mean, I didn't always used to be like that. Back in my youth. Oh yeah, hell yeah, you kidding me? I would use metas. I was a vicious monster when it came to like PvP stuff. Like it was about winning, like cruelly winning too, like winning and like killing the spirit of your opponent at the same time. But nowadays, I don't do that. I don't mind losing nowadays. Like beat me up all I want, yeah, all you want. It's fine. I love getting beat up. It's great. you know, like I don't want to go back into like my try hard version of myself anymore. I refuse. I like being like laid back and shit. I don't mind half-ass in a video game either. Like who cares? Like you kidding me? If I went to try hard mode, I'd just be like, I like the switch in my brain would activate where I'm just mean, because you have to be mean to be like that. Effective at vicious combat. You have to have some mean spirit in you. And if you take away your mean spirit, it's just like Mike Tyson tells you, or any fighter. Like if you have that killing intent, the intent to just like kill, you're better at fighting. Me, I play fighting games all the time, and PvP games all the time. And if I start fucking my opponent up, like really bad, I start feeling bad for him. I'm like, damn, and I lay off, because I don't want them to feel like shit after the fight. I want them to feel like it was an even fight. I've just gotten old enough to where, like that kind of stuff is, I just want a good solid fight. I don't want to win some one-sided contest. If I'm just playing by myself, I find looking up. Yeah. If you're playing by yourself, sure, definitely, and with the race. And I think there's an argument to be had that if you look up the metas and guides and stuff while you're streaming a game, it makes it smoother for your viewers, right? But I like to take the perspective of, this is what, like, without the internet, without having to Google everything, this is what the game would feed you, and this is how the game would tell you to do this and this. And some games, a lot of modern games nowadays, almost expect you to use Google on stuff. Like it's like expected. So like they make things that's super obtuse, knowing that you're gonna have to just look it up, and that's not quite good. It's not quite good game design. I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, the internet's everywhere. It's through everything. But older games, pre-internet, couldn't afford to do that. Everything that was in the game would be in the game. Like all the information you would need to beat that game would be somewhere in the game, not on Google. You wouldn't have to like look up like a guide of how to go here, here, and here in Sekiro, for instance, because you will have to look up a guide eventually in Sekiro to figure out some stuff, because you might, but I think there's a very low likelihood you're going to find like all of the paths you need to go down to get to all of the areas you need to go, because they're all very hidden. All the pathways are super well hidden. And of course, if you weren't streaming the game and you had like 100 hours to kill, yeah, great exploration game. It works great in that context. But streaming it is like hell. You're putting yourself through hell when you stream Sekiro. Well, Sekiro just as a game to play, like after work, put a couple hours into it, go, oh, man, that's fine. That's fine in that context. Anyways, I was talking about Venus, and then I stopped. But the notes are still here, so, we're fucked. We got to talk about Venus. Venus's atmosphere is toxic and dense, comprised of carbon dioxide, which has led it to a runaway greenhouse effect. It lacks moons, not a single moon orbiting Venus. Not a single moon. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. Venus's surface temperature is hot enough, oh shit, to melt lead. What the fuck? Can't even my brain can't even understand that. Yeah, it's Earth's twin. They're the same exact size. So like if you think about it, because I was thinking about it when I was looking up Venus, and it's like, well shit, Venus is literally like an alternate dimension version of Earth that just so happened to be a little bit closer to the sun, because that's all it is. It's Earth, except it's close to the sun, so it's like it's impossible for it to do anything but burn. Carbon dioxide is produced by burning organic compounds. As well, it is produced by the respiration process of living things. Most living things are carbon-based life forms, so why the fuck does this place have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide? What the doesn't make sense. Well, what's on there? What is actually on this planet? Well, what was on this planet to make it cause? If it's just like a rock, it's not gonna have carbon dioxide. There's like weird plants or something, like under like the earth or under the ground or something. There's got to be something like going on here. Like carbon dioxide comes from like dead life. So I mean, it is a dead planet, but was it alive at one point and then everything got like obliterated and it just caused it to be fucking poisonous? Is that what would happen if we like something annihilated all of life on Earth? Well, like all the dead bodies and shit, just like all the carbon just like decay and it would just poison the planet, right? Like Venus, is Venus just a dead like poisoned planet because it was just covered in like corpses? Maybe it drifted too close to the sun and everyone got like burnt. They were just chilling one day, like, oh man, our orbit's getting weird. And then one day it's like 200 degrees outside and just nobody survives, Yeah, it's just tree spit. I mean, oxygen also kills you, right? Like, oxygen literally makes you older. Oxygen, like, rots things. Oxygen, if you keep something from touching oxygen, it doesn't mold, right? Like, if you keep your bread, like, in a bag, it doesn't go stale. Oxygen is weird. Oxygen, like, literally, like, causes damage, right? Because you have to protect, like, almost everything from oxygen that you would like to eat. Anything that's, like, a living thing, like foods is like, it's all living stuff, like yeast and all that stuff. You have to like keep it from oxygen or it'll go crazy and rot. It is life. Yeah, that's true too, actually. You got a good point. We gotta put this out the window, by the way. That note's done for. We got it. It's done. We're done with that note. We're done with that particular note. That's okay. Hopefully you guys like that one about Venus. I didn't know a lot about Venus. I had to look it up. I'm glad I did, though. It's fascinating. God, jeez. There we go. Do we have less oxidative stress on Fridays? No, I think Friday is love the Venus fun fact. Hey, thanks, Wreckage. I like the Venus fun facts too. I don't know. I think Friday is a day. I think Saturday is a better day. I think Saturday gets like the bad rap. I feel like every person who like adores Friday should be just appreciating Sunday, or no, not Sunday, Saturday more, right? Like if you're a working man or woman, you work on Fridays, don't you? How the fuck who cares? Saturday is the one. You don't even have to wake up to work on Saturday. It's great. Is that not way better? Right? Everyone's like, oh, thank God it's Friday. What do you mean? You're at work. No, wait, wouldn't it be better if it's thank God it's Saturday? You wake up at like 6 a.m. on Saturday and then go, oh, well, thank God it's Saturday, and you go back to bed till like 11 o'clock, like that. I feel like that's more, that's a better thing. You like Thursday? I already know that's Thursday. I didn't know Frigg, the wife of Odin, was responsible for the Friday. I had no idea. All right, so we got through that note. We got another note. Hopefully it's a good one. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is a good one. I need to grab something from the board. Okay. Over there. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to turn it over there. So I'm going to grab that, and in the meantime, you guys can look at soda cans that I made. Those are my soda cans. I made those. You can look at them. Because I have to grab something off the board, you know, for dramatic effect. So I'm just gonna put it over here, and I'll get you guys. Don't worry, I got you guys. Don't worry, you don't have to look at those sodas anymore. Don't worry, you guys are good. Calm down. Calm down. It's fine. Calm down. Okay. Okay. Got the notes right here. It's proven, you know. I'm not gonna let you guys read it though. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. This is about TGI Fridays, okay? TGI Fridays used to be a singles bar in New York. It was intended on attracting a young, attractive social crowd. Alan Stillman opened it in 1965. It is reported he opened the restaurant solely so that he could meet young single women. And you want to know what this guy looked like back in 1965? Well, here he is. I found him. Hey, young women come to my restaurant, TGI Friday. Yeah. Did you know I own this restaurant? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a big deal. I own this restaurant, little girl. Oh, I'm Robert Stillman. Hey, do you want to eat TGI? It's weird, right? Do you not think that's weird? That this fucker's sitting here like, I need teenagers to come. I'm gonna make a restaurant so teenagers can come, and I can try to date them. It's legitimately like, look it up. Look up Robert Stillman. It's legitimately like in his fucking, like, what people say about him. In 1970, TGI Fridays shifted into a family-based eating experience. So that means that man found a fucking, like, a girl. And in that time frame, that 10 years. And then as soon as he got a girlfriend, he was like, well, shit, now I'm going to have kids. All right, I'm going to change it to family friendly, right? TGI Fridays has just been like a weird like reproduction effort from this man. He created a restaurant just so he could reproduce with women. That's what this guy did. I swear to you. It's weird. If you think about it. If you really think about it. It's just a weird way to go about it. Coronavirus, otherwise known as COVID-19, nearly decimated TGI Fridays. I think coronavirus was like the superior name because from what I was told, the virus itself, like the cell has like a fucking like crown shape around it. So I don't understand why they didn't keep corona virus. It made sense. No, like, no, we'll call it COVID. Why? Do you want people to realize that you fucking have a fucking virus with a crown on it, like it's the king of viruses? You don't want people to think about that? It's weird. It's a weird shift to be like, no, don't call it that, please. Don't call it the crown virus, even though it has a crown on it. What the fuck? It's a perfect name. The COVID-19 sounds dumb. By the way, Ireland, Japan, Jamaica, and Guam all have exactly one singular TGI Fridays in their country. USA has 85 of them. So, wait, let me read the. What'd you say you? Oh yeah, you guys got some stuff. They called it Corona because the beer. Yeah, it was funny because when they, because originally they did call it Corona and then it like became COVID-19. And I remember when it was called the coronavirus, I was just like, damn, I feel bad for, like, the people who run Corona beer. Like, that's fucked up. Like, what asshole scientist fucking decided to name it that? Corona's just in here like, what the fuck? Every time people look at our beer, they're thinking, like they're gonna die. Like, what? That's very unfair. I don't like Corona. I've never had it. But it might be my beer of choice. I don't know. I've never tasted it. I don't like beer. He's never had one good thing from there. Sloppy ass sandwiches. No pride in their sandwiches. Oh, he does not like TGI Fridays. What do you mean sandwiches? Have you not gotten a hamburger from there, or like their jalapeno poppers or mozzarella sticks? I'm pretty sure sandwiches are not what they're known for. I'll be fair with you. That's what I'm saying. And if you go to Ireland, Japan, Jamaica, or Guam, There's exactly one TGI Fridays for you experience there. And I bet you they got some serious pride in their sandwiches in those countries. I would love to eat Japanese TGI Fridays. Are you kidding me? Like, that sounds like the best place ever. Did you know TGI Fridays used to serve Atkins approved food before Atkins had to shut down in 2006? I didn't write reality. They did. It's just the truth. Yeah, it's just the truth. I can't handle what reality is. I just observe it and go, "Oh, okay then." This one's going to the window. We're putting this one on the window. It's going in the window. Oh yeah. It's out there. It's fine. It's out in the Where did I lost my camera. Right, well. Oh, it's behind me. That makes sense. It was behind me. What's Atkins? Oh, that's a good question. Atkins used to be a diet. Have you ever? Wait, by the way, did you ever watch the Last of Us TV show, Wreckage? Because they do reference Atkins in that one, which is a joke. Because back in like the olden days, like my parents anyways, and like grandparents would like talk about an Atkins diet, which was basically a pure like meat-based diet, I guess. I don't know the details, but it was like some weird diet thing, like kind of like predating the internet too. So it would be like infomercials and stuff like that would be advertising it. Yeah, it was hilarious to see in real time. Yeah, I've never tried it. I just knew about it because at like a very brief period of time, like almost everyone was talking about Atkins and shit like that. What was the actual diet? I'm pretty sure it was meat based, wasn't it? Like it was like a meat diet. I don't know what the specifics are. I've never looked into it. But apparently, if TGI Fridays food was considered Atkins approved, I can see why I can see why Atkins like eventually like stopped functioning and they had to go bankrupt. Like meat and cheese. I mean, the meat and cheese are really good though. That's a bullshit diet. I'm sorry. I've never even looked into Atkins. I know of it. I've never looked into it. If it's meat and cheese, that is a bullshit diet. That is not a diet. That is a great day. By the way, here, in case you guys are wondering, CEO of TGI Fridays, who opened it back in the day so it could beat the 20-year-old women. That's the guy. That's the guy. So every time you eat at this restaurant, just remember it was like a weird sex thing that this guy was trying to do originally. It's weird. This guy right here. I'm just saying. I don't respect that shit. So I'll call it out. Call it out. As soon as I read that, I was like, Jesus. I never knew this about TGI Fridays, and now I'm kind of like, ugh. Oh, good. Well, fuck them then. Keto, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm probably mixing it up with keto then, because keto is the one I'm thinking of. I think when I'm saying like meat diet or whatever. So I don't think I know anything about Atkins other than it like existed and like I would hear about it. Like I just occasionally hear people like just be like, yeah, Atkins. Baby steps keto. Is keto still around, or is that also like a dead diet, like Atkins? Right? I don't know. Diets are weird, I think. Like I feel like just a genuinely active person probably doesn't have too much problem with their weight. Like just moving around. Like when I was taking care of my dad, I was very skinny because I was always moving and lifting heavy stuff and doing this and that and the other. But lately I got a little bit of chub. Like I've clearly like my labor load has just like decreased in that regard. So I guess I was doing a lot more than I realized because it became so normal. It's still around, but it caught a lot of flack after people realized that eating keto alone Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I'm the type of person who does the stress fasting. Like I fast a lot. Like it seems to work. But generally, like it usually just, I'm just generally fine with weight. Didn't used to be. Back when I was a fat stoner kid back in the day, back in the good old days. But you know, being a fat stoner kid, you know, what do you expect? He's sitting there playing video games and smoking weed and eating cheeseburgers all day, of course. But once you cut out like half of that shit, you're good. You know, you're doing okay. I had to turn. I was facing the wall. You know, I move so much that sometimes I turn and just don't even realize it. Right? You know. Oh shit! You guys can see my notes. Well, don't look at them. I'll read them to you. This is about Agartha. This is, you don't even need, this is relevant. I mean, I could read it to you, but I won't. We'll put it in the window anyways. If you guys want to know about that one, you just have to check the Agartha video. You know, you just have to check the Agartha video. It's very easy. You just check the Agartha video. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. I'll never talk about Agartha ever again, except for right now. So, did you know that on Friday the 13th, in 1307, King Philip of France ordered the arrest of all Templars and subsequently killed every single one of them? So that might be a good reason why Friday the 13th is evil, because I don't know, like, dude just killed like everyone one day, and just we gotta just kill all of them. Like, France, it's France for you. The number 13 represents femininity, as it responds to the lunar cycles in a year, which is the menstrual cycles, right? The theory is that the lunar cults have been suppressed, essentially because of the solar calendar and its triumphance over the lunar calendar. Thus, now 13 is hated. But with the lunar calendar, we would have 13 months a year rather than 12. So, I didn't know that. I know it now. But that we should, now that I know that, I realize that we should properly have 13 months then. Like, who gives a shit about the solar calendar, the moon calendar? That's the one. That's the one we should give a shit about. You kidding me? Holy crap. Wait, green tea. We're talking about... Oh, I'll tell you. I got you guys. Don't worry. How are you doing? Did you enjoy your video game experience today? I can't remember what you're playing, but I did glean upon it with my eyes, the name of it today. I literally braids on today. Six told me to, so I had to say, but, you know, I got new people here. I got to tell them what's going on. They're going to be very confused otherwise. I mean, they were probably enjoying some awesome video games or from good old green tea. Green tea is actually, I like green tea because green tea talks about some real shit, and he's good at talking about real shit, and I appreciate that because he gets deep with stuff, and it's good. I love that from like a human interaction. It's just good, genuine, like talking about real shit that we should be talking about. Bit of mix of things. Hey, no, you're one of the good ones, man. Unfortunately for your people, you guys are stuck here listening to me talk about Friday, which involves. Let me get the emphasis stick. You guys are here. I'll get the emphasis stick for you. Don't worry. We're gonna emphasize all these things. Like, well, we already talked about Friday the 13th. Already talked about it. You guys know it. If you don't know Friday the 13th, just watch one of them. And if you don't like it, that's okay. They have 12 movies. So if you do like it, you have 12 movies to watch. And a TV show with 3 seasons. We got TGI Fridays, which we just talked about. Oh boy, TGI Fridays was a big rabbit hole right there. Holy guacamole, what a place. And then we got Frig. Right there. Frigg is the wife of Odin, and Frigg is why we call Friday Friday, because it's Frigg's day, right? Frigg also means to masturbate. It also means fuck. So Frigg is the fuck goddess, basically, right? So Friday is like basically like masturbation day, fuck day, you know? Because that's what fucking Frigg's name means. I'm just saying, they say Friday is associated with the Venus. They should call it like Venday or something, right? Like, I don't know about this Friday stuff. You know, I mean, we're used to it now, but once I've looked into Friday, like, I don't know. I don't know if I agree that we should be calling it Frigg's Day. That's weird when I think about it. Oh, you're on Saturday now. Oh shit. Oh shit. I mean, you know, pretty soon I'll be on Saturday too, and ooh. But is Friday your favorite day of the week? Do you enjoy Friday the most? Right? Because everyone seems to think Friday is the greatest day, but I'm trying to argue that I feel like Saturday is the best day, because Saturday is when people don't work. Usually. I mean, if you work on Saturday, God bless you, you know? Good job. You know, like cool. But, like, people work on Fridays, right? Like, how could you possibly think that's the best day? I would think that the day you could sleep in is the good day. Friday you can't sleep in usually, right? Like, you got to do stuff. So how could it be the good one? Oh shit, we got notes back here. You can see them. I don't know if you can read them, but I got it. Don't worry, I'll grab them. I'll bring them over here. The ancient Babylonian, the Code of Hammurabi, is a list of old laws, right? It's etched on a fucking 8-foot tall stele made of like basalt. So it's just like this 8-foot tall like statue with a bunch of laws written on it, basically. And it's called the Louvre stele. It's in the Louvre Museum. There are 281 laws written on this Babylonian artifact. Notably, the 13th law is just missing. It's just they have 281 laws, but number 13, no. It's the only number omitted from like this entire list of laws. It's very weird that even like ancient Babylonians, who kind of predate a lot of us in terms of how old their history is, they were just like, oh, fuck 13. That's not good. Yeah, yeah, long-term unemployment has no concept of day. That's true. That's true. Friday is just another day, as it should be, because it is, you know, it is another day. It's you know, it's just another day that's not Monday. But yeah, Friday is interesting because people are very superstitious towards it. Although these notes are done. That means the window has another spot to fill. Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect. Eventually, we'll never be able to see the rain again if we keep putting these note cards in there. All right. We'll wait for the ad break to end, and I'll grab another one. You know, I'll juice up a little bit between then. Don't worry, I'll sauce up. Oh, there we go. You guys might ask what I'm drinking. And you could. I'm not going to tell you anything interesting. It's not going to be anything fascinating. It's not going to be some expensive brand of alcohol. I go to the store and I go, oh, well, I like whiskey. I like flavored alcohol. I don't want it to taste like alcohol. I get root beer whiskey and it tastes great. It tastes like root beer. You know, I don't have like sophisticated taste buds or anything. It tastes like root beer. I like it, and it makes me drunk. Like it's not $8 billion a bottle. It's great. It's great. I don't like normal whiskey because it just tastes like sour, like rotten potatoes. You know, yeah, it doesn't taste that good. Is Pete a dog? You know, 6 I don't know, 6. I feel like I do need to make a channel for our Suno adventures in our Discord, so I can listen to your Pete song, 6. Yeah, honestly, root beer whiskey is pretty good armor, and I'm the type of person who I drink. Well, this is it. This is the time I drink. I do my stream and I drink. I don't drink outside of this. Usually I have a, usually my bottle's like pretty good. I can, I can like hold on to it for like a month. Just because I only drink during my streams. Yeah, it tastes like root beer basically with a little, alcohol aftertaste, but it's fine. It goes down good. And I don't get many, like from this brand that I've been getting, I don't seem to get hangovers from it, so I'm pretty okay with it. I also don't go too crazy. I may look like I go crazy. You guys think I'm like drinking a shit ton because I get really wobbly? I'm just a lightweight. I'm just a lightweight. It doesn't take much before I'm like, whoa. I'm not one of those people who can like drink forever and then there's like, yeah, I'm not even drunk. I've drank 10 bottles today. I'm not like that. Oh shit. Crown Royale? I've never had Crown Royale. I've seen it. And it sounds like the most the most fanciest drink on the world. I bet you it's tasty though. I just like the name. I like my brain is just like I hope it's really good because Crown Royale better be like a good, a good drink because it's got a dope name. They have like the nice purple and gold aesthetic to it. Like it's really cool. Like everything around it is great. It's like, that Crystal Skull vodka. It's like what that should have been. That should have been the tastiest vodka in the world. Imagine that. If that was just the best vodka, but it's not. It's like half-ass vodka. You do like? Oh, you like the taste of root beer? Me too. Root beer is super good. Oh, Gene, I love honey. I don't know about green apple though. I think I'd just be angry at the green apples. Because I'm an apple connoisseur. I feel like once I discovered that there's other apples besides Red Delicious, it like broke my brain. I'm like, what do you mean ambrosia apples, pink lady apples? Holy shit, Honey Crisp. Like I learned that like there's apples out there that actually taste like super good. And I feel like we all need to like sue all the farms that produce and sell the Red Delicious apples because Red Delicious is a fucking that is a scam name. Like that should be illegal to call it delicious. That is the worst apple that you could buy at the grocery store. How can they get away with that? You're telling me these people are going to the store and buying like Red Delicious as opposed to like a fucking Honey Crisp apple and for basically the same price, and they're thinking like, yeah, this is a wise decision. It says Red Delicious. It's got to be the best one. Well, yeah, I mean, because it's the sweetness that gives you the headaches for, like, booze mostly. Like, that's... I mean, like, this stuff right here, I don't think it has that much sugar in it, so I think I'm good. But, like, if you get a really sugary, like, alcohol, it will give you a hangover, like, really good. That's why, like, generally, whenever I drink, I try to stick to, like a pure alcohol, even if it tastes like shit. Because it's like, I want to get, drunk. That's the point. But I don't want to get, like, a hangover. I don't want to also have to drink more, like, a bunch of the shit just to get drunk either. So it can't be, like, too mixed with, like, other flavors. Like, it has to taste a little bit like shit. Because I'm not going to sit there and, like, drink, like, 6 glasses of something just to get a buzz. Like, that's dumb. I think that's, like, a weird thing. You get drunk, you go to bed. It's great. We do have notes, okay? We do have notes. I'm just saying. Just telling you guys. I got some notes to read to you. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm reading them right now. Maybe. Maybe not. Let me see what we got here. What the fuck are these? boat folk. Boat folk. Boat folk. Think it is unlucky to begin a voyage on Friday. I mean, okay, whatever. I've never been a boat folk before, so I guess I've never tried to start a voyage. I bet you if I did that, there would be someone who'd be like, "Don't do it on Friday, though. That's unlucky." Maybe it's true. Maybe I need to research all the boats that have ever like sunk, and see if all of them like set their voyage on like a Friday, right? What if it's like a real thing, and it'd be very easy to avoid like boats like sinking. You know, if we just avoided like Friday or whatever. Did you know Black Friday is a notable scam utilized by shop corporations? And Casual Friday is a businessman's favorite day. Friday in astrology is associated with Libra and Taurus as they share the same planet, Venus. It's weird that they don't call it Ven Day then. Right? Venus Day. What the fuck is this Frig Day stuff? It's a terrible name. You know, that's a good point. When did the Titanic leave port on a fucking Friday? Oh, if you look into the Titanic, it's kind of weird because, like, a lot of, like, notable people a lot of people died on that ship. I mean, it's speculated that maybe, like, someone, like, allowed that to happen. Like, that was, like, a weird, like, super assassination thing. Because if you think about it, like, the guy in charge of looking out for icebergs just kind of sat there and let an iceberg hit them. Like, they could have easily turned. There was some weird, like, negligence occurring with the fucking Titanic. It's weird. You know, I'm just saying, like, that thing shouldn't have sunk. Like, there was someone being, like, really stupid or someone who wanted the damn thing to sink on that ship. Invariably, Friday is just a day, and our corporate overlords enjoy it as much as the average working man. Me, I don't care about Friday. We're putting this in the window, by the way. Hey, Vincey, do you want to see the new changes, Vincey? Do you want to see the things I've done, Vincey? Do you want me to show you the things, Vincey? Vincey, Vincey, I'll show you the things, Vincey. All right, Vincey, I'm going to show you all the things that you want to see, because you told me you wanted to see the things. Wait, what the hell did my camera go? Whoa. What the? Hey, guys. I don't know how you got up there. All right, Vincey, look. I got... Oh, yeah. I'll show you what I got. It's over here. We got to listen for it, though. It's in here somewhere. All right, well, I guess not. You know, Vincey, I had a radio, and my radio was playing my background music, right? You know, I was playing because I used that I figured I'll put the background music in this room, and I'll play it. And you know what I immediately did with it? I demonstrated to people how I could throw the radio across the room, and so I did that. And now I don't know where the radio is anymore. So I don't, you know, I thought it was funny, but now I missed the music. But I wanted to show them that I could throw it across the room, and they were very impressed that I could throw it across the room. But it's good. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it went. Hey, Vincey, you want to see that guy who owns TGI Fridays? Do I have the picture anymore? Oh shit! I think I got rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of it. I could look for the radio. It's over here somewhere. I just gotta listen for it, you know, with my ears. Let's see, I hear it. You hear it? So you can hear it? Right? I hear it too. Oh, I found it. I use my ears. I mean, I'm a damn rabbit. I have way better hearing than you guys. See my radio? It's great. It plays my music. And it's a great radio. And I bought it at Best Buy for $15. And it's the best purchase I've ever had. But you want to see what I can do with this radio? I can throw it. That's okay. We'll figure it out where it is next time we want to listen to it. It's fine. I'll find it easy. I'll find it easy. It's over there somewhere. I don't even worry about these things. I don't even worry about it. You can hear it a little bit. Actually, you hear it too much. Maybe I should throw it further. Wait, yeah. You know what? I won't. I'll let it be. I'll stop bullying the radio. All it wants to do is play its noises, and I'm over here throwing it and being mean to it. I created the damn thing, and I'm hurting it. You know, we talk about cruel gods all the time, but look at me. You know, I give life to this poor radio, and I just start throwing it across the room every 2 seconds. You need a flashlight? Fuck. Nah, I don't like. No. We don't need a flashlight. The thing is, though, you be my guest. Come in here with a flashlight, because it is designed for one. Like, here, I'll show you. Like, well, dark corners like that. There is something there, and there is stuff there, stuff there. There's stuff down there. There's stuff under the chair. I got stuff hidden under here. So, I mean, if someone did come through here with a flashlight, I'd have some stuff for him. Oh, it's right here. It's just right here. Look. Hey. That's okay, because we can just throw it over here. You know, it's no big deal. It's very good. Well, I wanted to add a mute button to my radio because I got tired of it, and I'm like, well, instead of doing that, why don't I just like add the ability to like throw it and just put proximity audio on it. So like if I throw it far away, it's muted. You know, it's just a funny mute, basically. I don't know. I'll probably change it next time, but today it was very funny for me to think about. We got another note. Sorry that I have another note for you, but I have one right there. I'll grab it. I'm about to grab it, and there's nothing you can do about the fact that I'm going to grab it with my hands. There you go, I got it. Whoa. Fridays are inferior to Saturdays. And Saturdays do not get enough love and admiration, generally speaking. The working man works the entire day of Friday and usually doesn't actually spend much time enjoying the Friday. If your experience with Friday is working 80% of that day and then going to sleep shortly after that, is it really such a good day? Oh. Not only is Saturday a day off, but one can get excited about Sunday on Saturday. It's a double dose of levity and calm. Saturday is the perfect day. There's nothing. Oh. Hey, Cake. What's up? Do you want to know what we're talking about today, Cake? I will show you with my hands and my camera. You're going to see what I'm going to show you today. All right. There we go. 1 second. Hold on. You know, I know you're excited. Calm down. All right. You're calm. Good. I got my emphasis stick here, so I'm gonna emphasize things. Whoa. I've also had a little bit of whiskey, so I almost fell. I almost killed myself. I would have fallen. I have a bunch of knives over there, where I was about to fall. For the excitement's sake, I just have a bunch of knives like propped up and glued upwards on the floor, so in case I fall, that's just it. You know, I like to live dangerously. My emphasis stick shows that we talked about Friday the 13th already. Friday the 13th, right here. You see it? That guy, Jason Voorhees, killed people with a machete. Pretty good. All right. And then we got TGI Fridays. Oh. There you go. Emphasis stick has touched it, which we talked about already. I don't know if you have TGI Fridays in Canada. And then there's Frigg, the wife of Odin, which is what Friday is named after. It's Frigg's Day, actually. right? The day of Frigg. So that's it, you know. Uh, I still say that we should call it like Venus Day or Ven Day because Friday is apparently also based on Venus. So, yeah, yeah, the wife of Odin is what we name. Because we are, I think everyone knows that Thursday is Thor's day. You know, basically. But like Friday, I didn't know it was Frigg's day. I didn't know Frigg was Odin's wife either. Well, all right, notes. Let me see if I got these notes properly. For the consumers, Friday is the day where every singular worker that works is slacking off. They don't give a shit about the day, and they're just chilling because it's Friday. You know, they're like, well, that's fine. I'm off tomorrow. So, like, no matter what, Friday is just a bad day for everyone. I feel like Friday is, you know, just. I feel like Monday is a better day. You know, Friday is just a day. Saturday is the one. We're gonna put this in the window, but let me get you guys locked into place. Hey, nice. We're putting this in the window now. I know you guys like the rain, but unfortunately, the notes are filling up the windows, so eventually we'll never see the rain again. And then what we do? Hey, look, you know, it's not even a bad day today. You guys want to see how nice of a day it is? It's great. It's a great day. It may be raining, but I mean, gosh, look, it's pretty nice out. Oh. Wow, what a beautiful day we've got. Look at that. Wow. You guys stick on that one for a second. I'm gonna drink my delicious root beer. Oh, do you like it? Well, you know, actually, you know, it's kind of funny. Sometimes when I make stuff in VR, I'm a little surprised at how good some of the stuff turns out. Not all the time. I'd say 80% of the time the stuff I make looks like shit. But sometimes I like make a little scene and I'm just like, that looks cool. Like that's like it's nice looking. You know? I don't like to be arrogant or like toot my own horn too much, but sometimes like I feel like I do make like a nice thing and then I'm like, okay, but you know, I can acknowledge when I don't make something nice. Oh no. Oh. Sorry about that. I grabbed my root beer. I mean, to be fair, I made this whole place that you see with your eyes. I made all of this, but that's what I do. I make 3D environments. That's what I've been doing for like 5 years now, apparently. So I'm just used to it. It's fun to me to make like stuff, but this is all mine. That's the one reason I like to do VR is besides the fact that I have, you know, a stupid pink furry, which you know the furry. Well, the guy who taught me all this stuff, who to make everything, his trade off was that, you know, I become this. He would also like help me make my avatar, but he taught me like all this shit about worlds that I'm just like I'm game. Unfortunately, I'm like really, I don't know. I have so much attachment to my sensei who taught me all this shit that I just stick with the avatar that he helped me make, and I don't intend to ever change it. You know. It's just a piece of me now, because I just appreciated the fact that he like, I don't know, like allowed me to have like a gateway into like some creative shit that I don't think I would have been able to do on my own. Nowadays I can do it on my own, of course, but at the time it was like, it seemed insurmountable to make a virtual reality like environment to walk around and do stuff in. You know, it just seemed like crazy. But no, it's fine. Hey, it's great. You like the pink bunny? Hey, thanks. I like you too, Cake. You're pretty good. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. We got more notes to handle, though. I'm sorry. We got more notes. Yeah, I'll put you on the table. Great. You guys are great. We got, I don't know how many notes we got left. But we got notes. I'm going to reach into the drawer and just, you know, retrieve a note. In all depictions of Frigg, from Old German, Old English, Old Frisian, she is said to be the wife of Odin. And this is old pagan legends, by the way. Like old pagan stuff. Which paganism is not something we do anymore. I don't know if paganism was good or bad or whatever, but all of our modern religions do not like paganism at all. Paganism is ostensibly, yeah, it's basically, paganism is basically the original, like, ancient, like, religion of, like, Europeans. Like French, German, English, like, all these people. It was paganism. As, you know, like, druids and occultism and all that stuff was kind of like, you know, I wouldn't say me, because I'm Italian, but, like, European folk, that was pretty much the origins, which is it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of neat. Paganism's fascinating. I don't know enough about it to really, like, say anything market about it, but from what I learned, it seems pretty interesting, honestly. It seems more interesting than, like, the modern stuff we have. Modern writers tend to refer to Frigg as Frigga, to distance the goddess from the word Frigg, which means masturbate. Frigg also means fuck. So, you know, modern people would call her the fuck goddess. So, unfortunately, poor goddess Frigg, like, they've had to change her name like 1,000 times because we're dumb. Like, modern people are just, like, weird and sexual and just, like, we can't help ourselves. Yeah, old Roman is pagan. Like, because I think old Romans, because it was the Holy Roman Empire that started to bring Christianity into the fold. So, like, old Roman was like, or just normal Roman was, like, just fine with paganism. That was their thing. It was the Holy Roman Empire that, like, changed it. And then they started going crazy. So, like, I mean, like, people don't like Rome because they were, like, they became the... I think people dislike the Holy Roman Empire more than the normal Roman Empire. Because I think normal Roman Empire were just doing their thing. The Holy Roman Empire were fucking stepping on people's fucking property and, you know, like, you know, just shitty. Just shitty stuff. Controversially, scholars debate whether Frigg and Freya are the same goddess. But evidence is lacking in that regard. So, who knows? Mythology and paganism is weird, and there's not enough evidence for me to ever, like, solidify anything, because I need more evidence. I like history, and I love, you know, ancient mysteries, but there still needs to be evidence for me to glean before I can be like, all right, there's something to this. But as far as, like, old Norse mythology, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of weight behind it. Trust me when I say I have indeed looked. I have looked into it, and I have optimistically hoped that yes, Odin and all these people were, like, real things at one point, but I don't know. The evidence is not in their favor. Now, if you look at Krishna and all the Hindu shit, the evidence is in their favor, which is really fucking weird, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of evidence towards the Hindu Bible just spitting facts, which is really weird if you ever read the Bhagavad Gita, because that is, like, the Bhagavad Gita is like a science fiction novel written 10,000 years ago. It's very fascinating because all the weird shit they talk about, you can go to those locations and it's like, yeah, well, they weren't wrong. This is indeed the aftermath of this event. It's crazy. It's insane. You know, but you know, I try not to go too crazy, but, like, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but, like, I don't know. You know, maybe there's just more shit to our world than we let on. Maybe I think we've pacified ourselves to such a degree we can't believe that, like, anything interesting could ever happen or exist in our world anymore. But I think we're wrong. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that we've yet to unpack. And imagine if we did find some crazy esoteric knowledge or tech, or, you know, we figure out that like a special jelly bean, like you can see like into the future with your third eye. Like imagine if that shit was just real. And yeah, right now, I mean, a lot of interesting stuff. I would, uh, interesting in what way, you know? Because to me, interesting is, well, I mean, I'm an outlier. I'm a black sheep. So I find ancient mysteries interesting. I find technological jumps interesting. Like I find just people being able to like live better. Like that's the stuff that interests me. For me, like even my ancient history, like obsession is just like, are we like forgetting like ancient, knowledge, ancient science that could help people nowadays to where we're all not struggling and miserable? Because I just want to see everyone like comfortable. Like it I'm a damned empath. If I see someone sad or upset, I feel it in my guts. Like I can. It's stupid. I hate it, but as a result, I've become the type of person who wants to see everyone happy, and I want to see everyone in the world happy. Because when I see someone who's like not happy or sad, it makes me feel like bad. Like I feel awful for them, and so like I just want to find like a way to like fix shit and uncover like secrets that maybe like we're just overlooking. Like maybe there's some weird like maybe we're meant to be like more mental kind of creatures. Maybe we're meant to like actually meditate and stuff like that. Like I don't know. But if we would make everyone in the world happier, that'd be amazing. Like that'd be so good. Cause I can't stand it. I just it makes me sad that so many people struggle and have to like just live in this world and wonder like, oh, am I gonna make it to the next week? Like that's awful. Like that sucks. That sucks for these people. you know, it's just a shame because I feel like we live in like such a modern environment. Well, that nobody should be struggling anymore. Nobody should be fucking worried about how to get food or keep a roof over their head. Like that's insane that is the main thing that everyone has to juggle. Like that should be just like default like shit that you get and then you figure out your life from that point. But no, everyone has to like struggle. It's miserable. I hate it. I wish I wish everyone was just comfortable, fat and happy, Oh, specifically fat and happy. I don't care. I just like happiness. I like seeing people happy. I like knowing that people are content and happy and having a good time. Like I just don't like misery. I don't have the Schadenfreude thing where I'm like wishing bad on others either. Like even my worst enemy, I'd feel bad if they were having a bad day, because like I know what badness feels like. I understand that, and when I see others, I feel that I understand, and I just want people to be happy. But given the course of the world, I don't know. You know, there's nothing I can do to help people. Yeah, there's nothing I can. I wish I could. I know you. I know you. I know you agree, Wreckage. You're a sweet guy. I can tell. I can 100% tell that like Wreckage is one of those. And it's sad too, because I know. Like I don't know how old you are, Wreckage, but you seem like you seem like you're fucking 12 years old. You still got such a young face, But God, like yeah, you're a good empathetic guy, and I feel like probably eventually someone's gonna take advantage of that and make you fucking cynical. It happens to all of us. Trust me. When I was younger, Wreck, I wouldn't say I think I'm sweeter now, actually, because my dad taught me to be tough. And just tough motherfucker. But nowadays, I've softened up a whole lot. I mean, look at me. I think it was the damn furries that like broke me. They take. I mean, when you look like when you decided that, all right, this is what I'm gonna look like. How could you be like a mean hard ass anymore? It just softens you. It just breaks you. But maybe I feel like it was a good thing for me. you know? Which is good. Wait, what are these? Oh, shit. Ugh, I got notes down here that seem kind of fucked up, so I think I'll just read them. So did you know that during the Last Supper, the 13th disciple, Judas, betrayed Jesus? Which goes into the Friday the 13th shit. Maybe 13 is a fucked up number. I don't know. Maybe it's a fucked up number. Like, I don't know. I don't understand numerology. I don't believe in numerology. I think numbers are something we invented as humans, so there's 0% chance that they have magical abilities. Yeah. Did you know that, Cake? Did you know in Norse mythology, Loki would cite the 13th guest as someone at a godly dinner party who caused chaos and misfortune? Do you not think it's weird that, like, Norse mythology and Christian mythology both talk about the 13th guest as being like the evil guy who fucked shit up? It's weird. It's almost like religious books were all just written the same way. I appreciate that, man. I'm 32. Oh shit, you don't look 32. Jesus. Yeah, I don't turn up. In fact, it's funny because like people always like complain about parasocial stuff and like, oh, people will come to you and then they'll tell you their problems and they'll trauma dump you or whatever. And like, I didn't understand it, but me and Vinci had like a talk about it like last night, in fact. And the reason I don't get it is because those are the people I seek out. I seek out the broken people who want to vent to me. I seek out people who need someone to talk to. Like, I, by all means, parasocial with me. Like, that's what I want. I want to, yes, like, absolutely, I'm okay with that. Like, that's what I'm actually seeking because I want to help people. I want, because I'm just a human being. I'm just a normal human being with not much to offer to people. But if lending an ear and, you know, some advice helps someone in a substantial way, what the fuck? That sounds great. Like, why would I avoid that? Why would I discourage that? If someone fucking trauma dumps on me, I respect that. And I do my, because it's like, whoa, damn, you trust me enough to, like, you know, read this stuff and try to, like, acknowledge it? Like, I don't see why that's a problem. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, I've been a caretaker since I was like 23 or 24. So like I had to stop just accepting, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like my life sort of stopped when I was like 23. And, cause, you know, because I had to caretake. It didn't matter. Like, I didn't give a shit about making friends or being social or doing anything. Like, why, you know, it didn't matter anymore. But now, I don't know. It's weird. I guess I assumed that I would be doing caretaking for another 10 or 20 years until I was like 60 or 70 or something, and that would have just been my life, just a caretaker. Like, I was okay with that. I was okay with just, you know, not dating or really being super social or anything and just, you know, taking care of Pops. I think I was okay with that. But now that's like that's gone now, so I don't even you know, it's like my brain's like, oh shit, what do we do now? Like, I don't know. I kind of retracted myself from social stuff because, you know, for his benefit, really. I didn't want to get super distracted. If I had a fucking wife, like, goddamn, or a husband, you know, a wife. I don't know. It depends on who's top or bottom, right? I don't know if I'd be a good wife, you know, but I could definitely make a guy a good wife, you know. Tactical borrowing? Assuredly. I mean, I like people though. Like, it's like I'm not even like shitting with you guys. I feel like I'm pretty. Oh, I mean, I guess almost everyone who doesn't talk to me. If you don't talk to me like a human being and like, you know, just talk to me, I guess like from a glance you assume I'm like some weird monster who is trying to lie to you and stuff. Like even like a Savarian says that only 5% of the things I say are true, and it's like, well, I don't know about that. I think that if I'm really comfortable with you and I respect you as a friend, almost 100% of the shit I say to you is going to be real. If I don't know you that well and I'm like shy because I'm a shy introvert, I'm probably just going to be sarcastic and make jokes and not ever give you any way to understand my serious nature. Like, I don't want you to understand what I'm like as like a serious person if I don't know you. Six knows I'm very serious with Six. Like, I think I think the reason me and Six are good friends is simply because I think I've proven in DMs that like I can send him some really dead serious stuff, and it's not like me being like an idiot. It's well thought out. But for like strangers, like yeah, of course. Like I don't know people. I'm not gonna like come in there arrogantly and be like I know everything. No, I'm gonna come in like act like I'm an idiot and get things wrong. I'm gonna do it purposefully. I'm like I feel like I'm smart enough to like I know a lot of stuff. So whenever I play dumb and ask dumb questions, I know I'm asking a dumb question. That's the whole point. Like uh, like I know like I like with Rec, I'll ask a bunch of dumb questions that I already know the answer to. I'm just playing the role of an idiot. I don't mind it. I don't mind like just being like the funny guy. It's okay. Because I've learned in my life that being a know-it-all and just people hate that. People hate know-it-alls, but they love idiots. So just like always act like just always ask dumb questions and just act like you're a dummy, and people love it. But if you're a know-it-all and you, you over-explain everything or tell people, like if someone tries to tell you something, you're like, I already knew that. They hate you. It's great. Just ask dumb questions, man. I'm serious. Like there's no harm in it. It's okay. It's fucking adorable to be like, what is ADS? Oh, is this an SCD? Like it's great. It's okay. It's harmless. No way, Rose. No, I'm just saying. I think like I get some misconceptions that I'm like a mean, shitty troll or a liar or just I don't know like it's weird because I know how I talk on Twitch, but it's very funny. I think the way I talk on Twitch is very funny, and it serves its purpose as being like this. My whole point. I don't think you guys realize. Well, maybe Rec doesn't, because Rec is a sweet, innocent, naive boy. But I write stuff on Twitch because I know how people read stuff on Twitch, and they'll read it without actually reading it. They'll just start reading it automatically, and I love to just like write like 4 words that seem normal, and then like halfway into it starts getting weird because they'll get into the automatic routine of like, all right, let me just read this guy's post, and then by the time they acknowledge I'm typing weird shit in the middle, they're already reading it. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. Like poor Rec, I'll like half of my message is literally just like I'm leading him into something, and then like I'll just bullshit, and he'll like smoothly read into it, and then get to the bullshit part and be like, what the fuck? I'll be honest with you though, Wreckage. I don't feel like Silvar knows me very well, to be honest with you. Like I feel like Six knows me way better than him, because me and Silvar have never exchanged any, like, we've never talked outside of our Twitch chats. I've never talked to him like outside of like the dumb shit I do on Twitch. I don't feel like he knows me very well. I think that's a fair thing to estimate, because I don't think you can figure me out by just observing what I type on Twitch, because that's just me fucking around and being a butthead. I don't take it very seriously, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to make you guys laugh. I'm trying to make you laugh, and anyone else. I just try to make people laugh when I type on Twitch. But it's not me being serious. That's not like you talk to me like realistically. I'm a lot more serious and like logical about things. But like, hell yeah, I'm gonna try to make you guys laugh on Twitch. That's my favorite thing, is making the streamer laugh. That's my whole goal. It's to type some obnoxious shit that you guys accidentally read, and then you start laughing. It makes me happy to just see that joy. This is. Oh yeah, did you guys know that there is no 13th month? Did you know we hate 13 so much we wouldn't even have a 13th month? But I figured out that that's because we use the solar calendar, which is inferior. We should be using the lunar calendar, which is 13 months. It's far superior. And buildings literally they don't put 13 floors in buildings. Like our species of humans have gotten so insane that we just are like, well, if we build a 13th floor, the building's gonna like, there's gonna be a ghost on that building or that floor. It's weird. Like that's really a thing too, and I don't understand why that's a thing. Yeah, Sun versus Moon. I didn't either until I was reading lore about Friday. I'm like, holy shit! I didn't even realize we had like a lunar calendar, but we do. But I will say, if you know, when it comes to Twitch and being like a personality on Twitch, like as a chatter, just whatever you do, just don't even worry about it. Like let people judge you however they want, right? Because there's a thing that's really cool is that like if you know be funny on Twitch. You don't have to like social proof yourself on when you're fucking talking in a Twitch chat. You know, like you don't have to like sit there and be like, oh no, I'm really moral and cool and great. Oh, I'm perfect. Just be funny. Be like the funniest guy there. Like make the streamer laugh. Are you kidding me? It's the best thing ever. That you know, laughter is like a curing medicine. It's like a magical ability. If you make someone laugh, it's great. That's like a buff. You just giving them a buff. Every time you make Six laugh, you're giving them a little buff. You're like casting a magic spell on him that like increases like constitution or whatever. It's great. Just be happy. Just make people laugh. Be dumb. Like be the butt of a joke. It's okay. You know, it's okay if it makes people laugh. Holy shit, you're spreading happiness. It's amazing. This it causes hiccups. I'll tell you what. You know what causes hiccups? I'm sorry. I'm trying to look through. There's like a little spot down here I can see like my actual room and my headset, right? Although I'm actually like blind, right? I cannot actually see like my fucking surroundings in my room. I am blind, but I can kind of like do this and like kind of peek. But I was gonna go over here and peek. It's actually pretty far away. So let me see here. Do you hear that radio? Do you guys hear that radio? Or is it just me? You guys hear that radio, right? I'm not crazy. I hear that radio. Can you guys hear the radio? Do you guys hear the radio? I don't know where it is. It's in the darkness. But here, I'm making some hiccups. We do have another note to grab anyways, so good call. No, I just like to make people laugh. I don't know. I'm sad, like, because yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll make an offensive joke. I make plenty of offensive jokes. I think that's the point of comedy, is to try and, I mean, you might fail at it, but the point of comedy is to take something a little risque, controversial, and make it funny. That's the point. That's the whole point, is, you know, there's a difference between like just being like a douchebag, you know, douchebag guy, and just being like, you know, I'm gonna try to make you laugh, you motherfucker. I just want to see people laugh. I think it's great when people are happy. I don't know. I feel like when I tell people that, they think I'm like a liar, or you know, like that's the weird. We live in a world now where if you tell people like you're empathetic and enjoy it when people are happy and laughing, and you want people around you to be happy, like they think you're lying. Like people genuinely think that like everyone in this world is a selfish monster now, and like empathy is just like, no, that's impossible. That's impossible. It sucks. I wish people were more accepting. I wish people wouldn't like push empathy down into a garbage can and be like, no, it's impossible now because everyone's like a douchebag now, so you can't be that, so let's just shove it into the garbage. No, accept it, embrace it, like encourage it, encourage empathy. Why are we not encouraging people to be like this? And like, there's like probably people just like very sheepishly hiding from people because everyone's so fucking mean nowadays. So they feel like like, oh, I guess if I tell people I care, like they'll be mean to me. Like it's insane. We live in like a psychopath dominated like society. Like the mean people are in charge and be like, no, fuck you. You can't care about other people. Get out of here. It's so broken. We've broken our we've broken our society to where everyone just has to be mean to each other now. It's ridiculous. Hey, oh shit. Hey, you have fun with Superman. Well, depending on which one it was. If it's a bad Superman, you better not enjoy that. But it's good having you here, Wreckage. Or not Wreckage, Armor. But it is good having you here, Wreckage. Armor, you have a good night. I always like seeing you, Armor. I wish you did play, though. It says Armor doesn't play. It's stupid. I wish it said Armor plays like the good old days. Damn. Damn. Take it sleazy. Alright, so, unfortunately for you guys and girls and the in-betweens, I don't care. Nobody bothers me. It doesn't matter what you are, as long as you're happy. If you're unhappy, though, you're bothering me immensely, and I want to help you. But if you're very comfortable with your particular, like, thing, like if you're like a guy who loves licking feet, and you're very happy, keep doing it. I don't care. I'm not gonna fucking discourage that. However, if you're unhappy with what you're doing, I want to have a fucking talk with you, buddy. If you're living your life and you're just very unhappy about the things you're doing, we need to talk. I'm sorry. We need to talk. You know, I figured I would have some things to say. Is that an ad break? Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's 10 minutes. Sorry about that. I got like 20 menus to like juggle with in VR. I got so many fucking menus here that it's like, oh, did I miss any chats? I don't think so. I think it's on my arm. If you guys ever see me do this, I'm literally looking at your chats. It's like on my watch, basically. So don't worry about it. Yeah, you're good. All right, we got a note here, though. Yeah, I even let you guys like almost glean the fact that I'm reading it. In the movie, Friday, the main character, Ice Cube, had just gotten fired because he had been caught stealing cardboard boxes. As well, his rent is due. He hates his girlfriend. And his best friend, Chris Tucker, owes a local drug dealer money. As the movie goes on, they experience the comforting life of urban life, encountering crackheads, experiencing shootouts, and avoiding very sexual pastors. In theaters now, at all silver screen theaters in your area. Thank you. Well, I mean, I was lucky that I knew how to make the setup to begin with, because this is all this shit I made. So, you know, when people are like, hey, I need to hire this and that, but I just got bored and went, you know what? I just want to make it like a nice place to stream in, because I do make worlds. Like, I have like maybe 20 worlds on here that I've made. And when I started doing this VR shit, like, I was just going to my worlds and be like, here's one of my worlds I made. I'll hang out here. And then for this place, I decided I need to make a place that I can just stream in every time and kind of edit a little bit. Like, you know, like my board for the topics. And then this changes too, but you can't tell because it's like, I mean, I can grab like certain key items off of the board, but that's like kind of about it. So I have to change this out too. But yeah, I'm a world mate. If you guys ever play VR, guess what? one of the kingpins on here, you know? You're gonna figure out that people are gonna be talking about commercial world. And you're gonna be like, what's commercial world? And be like, oh, that's Vicer's thing. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I think this was an escape, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure VR was an escape for me at the time because I just figured out I've been on VR chat for 6 years because I got the 6 year badge the other day. Like literally today, I checked the website. They gave me a 6 year badge. So I've been on for 6 years, which means 6 years ago I got VR and got on here and started making friends. I made a lot of friends on here too, but I don't know. It's hard. My dad, who had a stroke, and he was crippled and blind, and I took care of him for about 10 years. Unfortunately, if I ever made friends or anything like that, he'd get very upset and he'd get very depressed. So for the past 10 years, I've had to kind of avoid being social and making friends, and I had to just endure that. And definitely not dating. I couldn't date for the past 10 years because it would have fucked him up. It would have made my dad very depressed. He just never, he was fucked up. He was a fucked up guy, but I was trying to be there for him as much as I could. And so I kind of just avoided just being social. I accepted being an introvert. I accepted being kind of like a weird outcast. And, I let people make fun of me for being single. It's fine. But I had a good reason for it. If I dated somebody while I was taking care of my dad, I would have definitely gotten distracted. I would have definitely neglected him because I had I would have had a mate to worry about. So I had to avoid that. I know myself better than that. And so I did my best. I mean, granted, yeah, I was, I had my days where I was a big grumpy butthead. He had his days where he was a big grumpy butthead, but I tried my best to focus on him. And he passed away, and I was surprised he passed away. I thought we had 10 more years. I thought we had 20, I thought we had more time. Because I was such a, I wouldn't, I don't want to be arrogant, but I feel like I was a good protector of him. And I kept him alive for a long time when nobody thought he would survive or be happy or strive. And you know what? I fucking modded that man's controllers for his Xbox so he could play video games on it with his one arm and blindness. So I figured it out. I did my best to make him happy when his body was so fucked up that he couldn't even properly see or move or walk or do anything. I had to do everything. I had to cook for him and feed him and take him on the toilet, and when we would watch movies, I kind of had to explain the whole movie to him because he couldn't see it. He couldn't, and his brain was so fucked up. He had 10 minutes of memory, and he'd forget what's going on. So I would keep him tabs on him, this is what's going on. Here's the cliff notes. Yeah, you lost your sister, dude? Damn, man. That sucks. That's worse than what I've had to deal with then. Because with my dad, it was, my mom abandoned me when I was 0 years old, I feel like, because I was living in a van until I was 10 with my dad. But I don't give my dad shit for that because he got kicked. We both got kicked out of the house that he worked for, and so we were just homeless van people. But he worked our way out of that. He did good. But damn, man. And it was funny because he didn't like me too much because I think I reminded him of my mother because I look like my mom. I look like a damn sissy, I guess, if I look like my mom. But he kind of always hated me for the way I looked. But when he had his stroke, it was funny because the first year when he had his stroke, he thought I was gonna let him die, or I was gonna kill him, or just leave him there. And he was very mean because we weren't the best friends before the stroke. And then I think I proved it. Well, it's been 10 years since the stroke, and then he died 3 months ago. But like I think I proved it because we were best friends by the end of this. That's why I'm so. It sucks so much because we got to a point where he respected me a lot, and with almost every day we tell each other we love each other. Tell me I was a good son all the time. I think in some way I proved to him that like I can man up and do what needs to be done. And, you know, I'm a dad. You're all fucked up. I'll take that burden. Yeah, it was only 3 months ago. I didn't want to. Like, I'm not gonna fucking tell you in your stream that it happened. Like, I don't want to bring everyone down. A few of my buddies know, but like, a few people were like, one. I mean, like, there's a reason me and Frank don't talk anymore. That man, like, he started ghosting me. He was like fucking with me after my dad died. He was being like weird, and I was like, dude, like, Frank, like, I like you. We've been friends since we were in college. But like, you're fucking with me. Like, you're playing like weird manipulative mind games on me, and my dad just died. Like, we're not friends anymore. Like, I don't trust. Like, I just told him I don't trust him anymore. You know, like, that's insane. I'm not proud of myself. I'm disappointed in myself because it's like I wanted to go longer. Like, I was so baffled that because like when I found him dead, I was like, my brain just like went whoop. I thought he'd live forever. He didn't. I don't know, because it reverted. Because after the stroke, his brain like broke. Like half his brain was he was a little. Yeah, he had half a brain. So my dad was almost like my son. At that point, he was so like childish, and it was weird. And so when he passed, it just made me feel so bad because, gosh darn, he was so he acted like a damn 13-year-old kid, you know, like it was awful. It's someone like that had to pass away, but he knew what he was doing. He finally gave up. Honestly, yeah, I know, but to be fair, we don't know each other too well, so I don't want to be like, "Hey, Wreckage, now you have to deal with my shit today," you know. But if I know someone well enough, like with Savarian, like I was happy to trauma dump him a little bit because he asked, and he was really good about it. Like he was real solid about it. Like he accepted it, and we talked about it, and I was like, I respect that. Like, why not? But yeah, it's been weird because with me and my dad, like I mean before that, like of course I was a dumb, immature child, right? And I was just like, oh, I need to do this and this, and I need to follow these dreams and blah blah blah. But as soon as he got his stroke, my whole focus, I abandoned my selfishness. I stopped caring about myself because seeing him every day, like, because a stroke fucks up your left arm and your left leg. So like, have fun walking, buddy. Like, it's so hard to do anything at that point. The stroke like destroys you. So I had to like focus on him, and I tried my best to make him happy. And it's funny because to the end, I never really found a way to really make him super happy. Little bits, little things here and there, but it was never like a solid thing. It was always me like having to. I mean, every day was just me stressing out about how can I entertain. I was just focused on keeping him entertained, keeping his brain active. I didn't want him to like accumulate dementia from just not thinking or doing stuff. So I was hoping he'd recover too, but he was not the type of person who wanted to really buckle down and focus on that stuff. So I was fighting the battle of the fact that he tried to drink himself to death. That's why the stroke happened to begin with. He was just binging like a whole bottle of vodka every night for like 2 or 3 years, and then his liver fucked up. I saved him from that. And then a year after that, he had a stroke because his body was so fucked up. He was trying to kill himself with alcohol. The funny thing is, The funniest thing is that he was the most miserable person I've ever known when I was growing up with him. Yeah, I was scared of him. He used to beat me up. But after his stroke, 10 years in, we were pretty much best friends halfway into that. Until the last day, until he died. Like, we bonded in the misery. We bonded, like, after, like, he assumed it was all over, and it was all over. 10 years ago when he had the stroke, his life was done. I was just too stubborn to accept it, you know? But we bonded at that time a whole lot, and it to such an extent where, gosh darn, I missed the guy. He was my best buddy. You know, if he'd have passed away 10 years ago when the stroke happened, maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't feel the same way. But we had enough time for me to understand him and talk to him and get to know him that it's like, yeah, he's all right. He not the best guy in the world, but he had his reasons. Notes. Well, we've already read these notes. I don't want these notes. Well. We'll just add them to the window where they belong. The window where they belong. We got new notes, don't worry. I have more notes. I have so many notes. You know Friday is dipped deeply in Old Norse, Old Germanic, and Roman, like the ancient shit. Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's good for people to know, at least, that I've been, like, anytime, like, I guess before, like, last year, if you ever saw me in a chat, I was, like, my home life was dealing with, like, some genuinely, like, miserable stuff. So, you know, I would go to your guys' chats just to make you laugh, and if I see you laugh, I laugh too, and it made me feel better. Plus, I didn't have the ability to just socialize like a normal person. I didn't have the ability to, like, go out there and focus on my own life. I had to focus on his. So, you know, when I'm chit-chatting and just being a goofball, I'm not, it's not like I'm meaning anything awful. But I did get canceled. I have gotten canceled because I was too much of a, I don't know, I made fun of Nintendo games too much or whatever. And it's just like, well, shit, guys, like, I'm just trying to be funny. Like, I am genuinely, like not trying to make anyone upset. And it's silly that people would point at me like that and try to make me like into some demon, because I am a demon to some people, it would seem. I am a villain, which is like fine, I guess, but it's like, really, like, come on, guys, like the me talking in your Twitch chats is literally like my last resort for socialization. So, like, why try to noose me on that? Like, why try to decimate me in that regard? I was just trying to, honestly, the reason I even started talking in Twitch channels because I wanted to support Frank, because Frank wanted to start streaming. I'm like, hey man, I'll be your fucking backup. I'll be your guy. I'll be your hype man. And I did. And then when they got popular enough, they went, well, you need to go away, Vicer. You need to leave. You know? You help them start, and then when they get the momentum, they just say, you need to go. You don't work well with us. It's like, what are you talking about? What the fuck? Like, what kind of bullshit have you made up about me to determine that? What have I've never done anything, like, horrible to anyone in my life. I've just lived, smoked weed, I eat nachos, and play video games, and I kept my dad alive until, I failed that, Like, that's it. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. Oh. But that's people for you. They'll make you an enemy if they really want to. Also, generally, I am genuinely not versed in Nordic mythology whatsoever. I know very little about the Nords. I know very little about the Vikings and stuff like that. So when we talk about Frigg, I don't really know that much about it to really cross reference anything. And I honestly, I don't think I'd ever would like look into the Norse mythology and stuff because I, there's not much evidence to it. It's all stories. There's no solidified like evidence sitting around. What? How do you say that, Cake? I literally oppressed your entire race of people in our Minecraft server, Cake. Like I legit specifically made laws against your race of people, Cake. Like I went out of my way to be like, oh, Cake, you're a fox. Well, I'm gonna make every law I have just discriminate against foxes. I mean, it was funny. It was my funniest thing. I think it was great. It was very endearing. Oh, Visor? Visor. I mean, it's funny because it's like 50% chance people call me Visor, and they don't understand that Visor sounds good. I've had plenty of names though. Six. That's a problem. You're, you know, it was very funny. That's why I kept doing it. But people also thought that I was being like mean, but I don't think I was being mean. I think I was role playing. Do people not understand that? Like role playing is a thing, you know? Who doesn't want to role play as the evil guy? I was a great villain. I mean, maybe I was a bad villain because nobody ever overthrowed me. Everyone was just very content to let me rule. I was waiting for it. I kept like pushing buttons and be like, yeah, I'll oppress your people. Like, please do. Please oppress me. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. I'm gonna put you in cages. They're like, hey, please do. I'm like, okay. I try my best to be an evil overlord, but I think I failed. Every time I threaten to do something awful to somebody, like, hey, that's great. Please do. More power to you. I assume you figured my president would be pretty nice, so you're okay with that. No, even with the Minecraft server, I was very invested with the people. Like, it's one thing that's funny that I don't think people realize is that in my server, when I run it, it's gone now. My Minecraft server is a figment of the past. But one thing I did in there, I will say now, because it's over. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant if I spice up and tell you cool things. Every time someone would log into my server, I would fucking sit there and just hang out with them the whole time. I swear to you. Like, it was mostly Panda. Like, Panda would log on and I would just Cake anyone. And if anyone logged into my server, I would log in too, because I was always watching. And I would go to their area and just sit around them and just hang out. Like, always. I was very happy to just see someone log in. I mean, let's be honest, Six. I think I had pretty good reasons to close it. Everyone agreed it was probably a good idea to close it, and I think I'm the most affected by the fact that it's closed. I feel like I'm the most, like, it's pierced my heart the most to close it because I think I love the server more than anyone, to be honest. Even York. I mean, well, maybe York. He was getting to a point where he was really having a lot of fun, like, playing in there. But no, it had to go. It's unfortunate, but I had someone in the server who basically ruled it. Who I don't know if he was thinking about my best interests. Even to this day, I don't think he was. I think the guy was genuinely like hoping I would like self-destruct. Did you know paganism as a whole was the origin culture of almost all Europeans? Paganism. Look it up. Look up paganism sometime. You'll be fascinated to realize that all these damn white people, that's your ancient culture right there. Look it up. Look into it. Look up Druids. Be fascinated. Taoism, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism are all factually origins, legends, and beliefs of the Asian continents. Christianity essentially replaced and violently destroyed the ability to worship paganism idols. But if you really think about it, almost all religions, even Christianity, are all literally from Asian continents. So maybe paganism, maybe there's more to it than we think, right? Because it's kind of weird that almost all religions come from specifically Asia. Asia is China, Japan, India, the Middle East, like Jerusalem, like all these places are in Asia. That's Asia. That is the entirety of Asia. And it's where all the religions like stem from. Even Christianity, if you think about it, is, an Asian religion. It was in those lands. But paganism, and I guess Native American stuff, is outside of that. And very few religions exist outside of the Asian, like dichotomy, if you think about it. Norse mythology is a thing, but that's considered paganism. It's weird when you think about it, right? Well, I mean, you know what, Six? Cake over here probably, one day, maybe Cake will start a server, and we could learn. We could join her server, if she lets us. I feel like Cake would be terrified to let me into her server. Cake understands that if I go into a server, there's like a 50% chance I'm just going to immediately take over the server. I feel like I almost took over that server that Frank invited me into when I was building walls in Botania. I feel like I was this close to just taking it over, and I was doing nothing but building walls and buildings. And I was doing my own thing, and people were like coming to me and fucking with me. I don't think I ever like went outside of Botania and that old server, and people were coming into my city and fucking with me. So I think Cake is a little bit afraid of letting a Vicer into her server because she knows what's going to happen. I'm going to go in there and enforce laws and order and walls, and you can't even stop that. Six, on the other hand, and Karrison, you could invite them into your server, Cake, because they're not going to do anything. For sure. Karrison's going to fucking farm cows, and Six is going to... I don't know. I've never played anything with Six. Six is the most antisocial friend I have, who just exists. I feel like I've played more video games with Karrison than Six at this point. Me and her played Minecraft together. Six is over here like, just being like, oh, I don't know about these guys. Vincey and York and Vicer are just too stupid for me to talk to. I don't know what we've done wrong. We'll try to be cooler, I guess, Six. Jeez. Gosh. I get it. I'm a fucking little pink furry. But like that shouldn't be that should be a endearing quality of me, I feel like. You should be like, "Whoa, shit, I need to talk to this guy more. He's great." But no, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna pressure you into. I'm just fucking with you. If you don't realize, I'm just being a butt. We got more notes. I already read these notes. We're putting them in the window. Okay. You want me to put them? I'm gonna put them in the window, and you can't do anything about the fact that I'm putting them in the window. You could try to stop me, but you're not here, so I guess you can't. Yeah. Oh. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Let me just read your messages. Oh, wow, that's a great message. Why is it so big? Too big. I didn't fall. Well, I did fall, but when you think about it, right? No, what do you mean? No, okay, think about it, right? All right, I'm gonna tell you. It was a good fall, right? Because right here, right? You know where my bed is? You know where your knees bend back? My bed is the exact height of that, so if I fall... Oh! It's not so bad. It just scares me a little. But it doesn't hurt. It just scares me a lot. just scares me, you know? Oh, damn. You know, I can see more notes in that thing. Um, I may be drunker than I want to be. But then again, you gotta think about it. I did 30 minutes of the stream already, and then it crashed. Right? Shut up. Call the law. Cake would not call the law. Have you... Look, I've seen Cake drunk before, too. I've seen her go gremlin mode when she's drunk. Okay. You're lucky it's just me who's drunk. I'm very passive when I'm drunk. Water? I mean, I have water right here. I don't know where my water went. Oh. Where's... Oh. Where's the water, though? Where more? Alright, I had water, but it's gone. I've lost it with my ability to recognize the things around me. It's gone. You've been drinking forever. Well, I mean, you work at like a rocket science facility where you disarm bombs. So I assume they don't let you get drunk. They probably test you every day. You know, bomb disposal. Good Lord. I found my water. It's right here. I will imbibe this liquid with my esophagus. Whoa. Whoa. That was very tasty. It was a very tasty water. I mean, it was funny when, like, you got drunk in the Lost Colonies and, like, you were just, like, on top of the lighthouse just, like, freaking out. It was great. I figured you would get to the highest point and just freak out. That's very a cat-like move, I feel like. You know? We have another note, by the way. We're not done here yet. I mean, you guys can go to bed, but I'm not done here anyways, you know. And you know, if you want to watch the VOD, it's going to be a great VOD. I'm telling you. Oh, this VOD, best VOD. Friday. One second, I got to move this, and then I got to push this. Move this, and then push this. Friday. This topic today is Friday. I wanted to do that to show you, in case you forgot, what the topic today is, which is in fact Friday. Friday is originally based on the Norse goddess Frigg, Odin's wife. I already told you that. These notes were here. These ones were here in case I forgot this, but I did not. Frigg is the goddess of motherhood and marriage. Frigg embodies love, fertility, and foresight. Foresight. It's weird, right? I mean, I like foresight. Maybe I like Frigg. That seems like... I mean, the other two are like... You know, I don't know about love. You know, like, I'm not a very cuddly person, you know. Love is, you know, whatever. But the foresight, I mean, there's something to that. Frigg's Day invariably ended up being called Friday. I think it's odd we use old pagan gods to cover the 7 days, right? Like, we don't let people, like, you're not allowed to worship paganism anymore. People will be like, you're a Satanist. You like paganism? But we fucking name every day of our week after pagan gods? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with our structure? I'm sorry. What's wrong with our structure? Like, it's stupid. Fucking, if you don't like pagan gods, then fucking change the names of our days then. Like, if paganism is that bad, then Friday shouldn't exist. Don't call it that. Call it something else, you dummies. Oh, you're not? Well, then fuck you. Like, paganism's fine then. Like, what the heck? What are we doing? We discourage the thing that we've named like everything after. Every day of the week is named after a Roman god, by the way, a pagan god. We're dumb. We are a dumb society of human beings at this point. If we literally be like, paganism is evil, but Frigg's Day is fine. We're allowed to name all of our days after the pagan gods that we tell people not to worship. Seven, Vicer 7, right? 7 is a sacred number, and sacred 7 is a concept in Hinduism. 7 is associated with completedness, perfection, and spiritualism. The world was created in 7 days. There are 7 spirits of God, 7 churches of Asia, and 7 seals of the Revelations. 7's like the best number. I don't know. 7's a sacred number. 13, like Friday the 13th, is considered a cursed number. But for me, I something about the number 7 has definitely stuck with me. I very much enjoy the number 7. I don't know why. It has stuck with me. I don't know if it's spiritual or cultural or whatever. I don't know. It gives me a good, like, when I see the number 7, my guts go, hey, it's a good number, right? You like 3? Why? Why do you like 3? Why do you like 3? Well, why is 3 the number that you enjoy though? Well, what? Whoa, what was that fucking noise? Oh shit. I'm pretty sure there's something I have equipped on my body is about to lose battery life. So, wait, how long have I been doing this? Oh, I see. Why are you guys still awake? It is like it's almost midnight. All good and things come in 3. It's true. Well, if you think about it, Cake, isn't it true that like terrible things come in 3s, right? Like tragedies come in 3s. Have you looked that up? Because I feel like that. I don't know if you should like 3. Maybe if you liked the number 4, your life would immediately improve, right? Like maybe you're being cursed by the trinity of like disaster, you know? Wait, how? Well, I think. Oh shit. What? Oh, I see. One of my trackers is getting low, but it's not that low yet. I'll allow it. But the best jokes are told. That's true. The rule of 3. I do use the rule of 3, so you're smart. You're a good kid. It's it's funny you bring that up because sometimes I'll like come up with like a thing or a joke that I'll repeat exactly 3 times, and then I never make the joke again because I believe in the rule of 3s because it makes sense, right? Like it makes sense, and I do try to follow that. Well, and I try not to go to like 4. But the problem is that I have to think of a new joke after 3. But it's always funny. I do that. Jeez, Cake, you're well versed in a lot of stuff. You're well versed. You always tell me you're an empty-headed, loading screen brain, but like you know your shit. You know your stuff. Well, since I'm running low on batteries, I'm gonna try to speed through these remaining notes, and I guess I'll let you guys go so you can go to sleep. I'll be in banter though later, I'm sure, as soon as I'm done. So me and Venti and York can talk, and anyone else. In France, prior to World War I, for some reason, The French thought 13 as a lucky number, but apparently this is a change in modern times. You have no idea what I'm doing. No, what do you mean you don't know what you're doing? You seem like you're doing great. I'll be honest. Don't doubt yourself. In fact, you should be more confident with yourself. I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you a trick. Because I'm really drunk right now, and I probably won't remember telling you this. So, I'll tell you this. It's a trick about confidence. Right? I'm going to tell you a secret, Cake. Hey, anyone else listening? Anyone here who's not Cake Sune? Just like mute it for a second. Right? Okay, confidence is a fucking illusion. And the people who are very confident, they understand it's illusion, an illusion. If you just confidently say shit and just go forward, and people will just accept it. Like I'm dead. Well, you know me. You know me. How many things I've said in confidence that people are just like, I guess so. Confidence is an illusion. Just use it as one. Use it as a tool. I swear to you. I swear. People rarely they rarely question you on the shit you're confident about. I mean, I use it as a joke. I'm not like a malicious person. So I generally, anything I do that's like trolly, I do it just so I can laugh mainly. But confidence is like a illusion. I swear to you. A baker's dozen. A baker's dozen is 12 items. A double's dozen is 12 items. It's 13. A double's dozen is 13. One greater than a real dozen. So if you want to have a double's dozen, you better make sure it's 13, or you're doing it wrong. In the tarot, the 13th card is the card representing death. So yeah, even in tarot, 13 is bad. There are 13 stars on the Great Seal of the United States. There are 13 stripes on the American flag. I personally don't believe that numerology has any power. I don't think numbers fucking matter. I think it's irrelevant. I think numbers are for people who want to find significance in nothing, because you can. It's just dumb. Numerology is silly, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. I could be like clinically stupid, you know? I probably am. Good lord, you guys are all way like cooler than me, so maybe I am like clinically stupid, you know? You guys are way way cooler, all of you, every single one of you, just like a cooler individual than I am. So I could be wrong. I could be like completely just like insane, right? I just don't realize it, but I don't care, because I feel like I make sense in my deliberations. But I think the problem is that I think all humans function in different ways, and some humans are not facilitated properly for their like purpose, right? Some people are good at this and that and the other. I'm good at like critical thinking and observation and connecting pieces, but I don't know if that's like a valid thing that people even want nowadays, you know? Like, I assume if the government's like evil and like nefarious, they do not want people like me to exist. They do not want a person around to exist who can look at things and observe it and connect dots, right? Like, it would just make sense. But that's what I like. That's what I like to do. I think it's because I when I look at history and I find like a gap, I'm like, well, I want to know what happened in that gap. I want to know why there's a dark age. Like, I want to know the mysteries rather than just reread all the known shit. I don't care about the known shit. I want to know about the mysteries. I want to figure them out. I mean, oh, you have one more note left. It's almost like the notes are perfectly... Well, we'll see. I'm going to read this one to you just flat out, okay? You ready? I'm gonna sit down while I read this too. Well, here you can sit with me. Here, let me get you with me. Wow, we're sitting together. Wow, we're great friends. We're just sitting together we're just sitting together. What's up? Hey, how you doing? All the names for Friday come from Old Roman Latin. The day of Venus is also called Veneris Dies. Veneris Dies is what Friday was originally called in Roman times. Frigg, in the witch era of mankind, was depicted as a nude woman flying atop a broom, which makes sense since paganism has been, and still is destroyed at its core. People who believe in Frigg may have been considered an Odinist, as Odinism is a term for heathen or heathenry, meaning such things are default discouraged. Aleister Crowley enjoyed the concept of Odinism. Now, that was the weird one to me, I feel like. Because I feel like I know a lot about history. I do an obscene amount of research into history. As dorky as that sounds, as stupid as that sounds, everyone who I tell them I love history, and I kind of, like, some people obsess over video games or music or this, that, and the other. I genuinely obsess over history, and not the known history. I want to know the unknowns. And I never ever knew I never heard the word Odinism or an Odinist before, and I never realized there was a pagan subset of people called Odinists who just believed in Odin. And it's weird. I think it's genuinely weird that paganism is discouraged entirely. However, we have like legitimate religions nowadays who, if I were to glean over the specifics of a religion, I'd be like, well, this, and this is kind of weird. I don't think you should do that. But like paganism is just completely banned when there's religions out there who are like, yeah, you can eat people, and that's great. We encourage that. Like, there's weird religions out there that we accept. So what's the fucking deal with paganism, right? Maybe next topic on here will be paganism, and I'll figure this shit out because I'm getting curious now. What's the deal with paganism, right? Yeah, witches, which I don't mind witches. I don't know if it's a real thing, but I think it's kind of fucked up that we would murder people for that. Are you kidding me? If you're a witch, hell yeah, that's great. I'd love to date a witch. Are you kidding me? Who cares if they're like way more powerful than you are? That's great. Just be nice to them. Just be like a good guy. They're not gonna turn you into a frog or something. Like, just be nice. The only people worried about witches are like jerks. If you're nice to a witch, I'm sure they're not gonna like fuck you up, right? I mean, they could. But you know what? Maybe I want to be turned into a frog. Turn me into a frog. See if I'm upset. I probably love it. All right, we have one more. One more. And it's a good one too, actually. It's my favorite one. Actually, it's the only one that I like give a shit about. Because look how, you want to see how detailed these notes are? Look how much I wrote on this one. Okay, so none of you, not a single one of you is going to give a shit about this one. But I do. Well, Friday Night Fights used to be an ESPN boxing series that was shown between 1998 to 2015. And I've basically grown up with Friday Night Fights being a commonly like advertised thing I'd see and watch. Like I actually would tune in. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. It happened. Everyone, you know, it's funny. Early in the stream, people were making fun of me for having hiccups. They're like, he's gonna get hiccups. I have hiccups now. It happened. I thought they were joking, but it actually happens to me. I didn't realize it. But fuck that. I got things to read. But yeah, I used to write Friday Night Fights every Friday on ESPN. They'd have a fight, and it was great. It was consistent. And it was. Let me read the notes because I'm pretty fucked up. So the notes have to help me. You know. Bon. This one's blue. I can't even read this one. The show would feature new. Oh yeah, basically Friday Night Fights would have like new boxers or amateur fighters or journeymen. They weren't for like major fights, but just to like introduce you to like new fighters. Yeah, I got hiccups. I'm sorry, Six. Although new fighters were mostly journeymen, and most fights didn't go too like most of the fighters in Friday Night Fights, they didn't go too far to the careers. Like if you watch every Friday Night Fights, you probably won't glean anyone spectacular. Not a lot of people got out of that. Two boxers in particular did, though. Well, one. Because Emmanuel Augustus, the drunken boxer, the drunken master. I mean, he's like my favorite boxer, but he was not popular. Arturo Gatti, though, is the guy who came out of the Friday Night Fights, and people loved him. Did he win every fight? No. He won like 50-50. But that fucker would fight. And that's what people loved about Arturo Gatti. Is that even if he lost a fight, people were like, that guy's awesome. Like, even if he got his ass kicked and lost, people would be like, oh man, that Arturo Gatti was badass though. You know, he was just one of those fighters who's just you like to see him fight. And yeah, maybe he didn't win every fight, but he was a good, exciting fighter to watch. You know, and you rooted for him. You know, was he the best? No, but it didn't matter, because his fighting style was interesting to observe, and you like to see it, and there's something to be said about that. I feel like. Now, unfortunately, you know what this cursed fucking world has done to me, right? Because this world decides anything Vicer likes, we've got to like curse and ruin and just tear it away and just to get rid of it. You know, if you type in Friday Night Fights now, you know what you're gonna find? It's all slap fights. Since 2015 and afterwards, slap fights decided they're gonna take the fucking term Friday Night Fights and use it for their stupid events. So, like, great. I'm glad that the least interesting version of combat sports has taken Friday Night Fights away from me, so they can do nothing and get brain damage. Slap fights are stupid. I'm sorry. I've watched them. It's just like people who are incapable of playing MMA or boxing. Just like, well, I can slap people, I guess. Yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb. By the way, this note's done. You know what's funny? I don't even have any more notes. That means that you guys need to go to bed, I think. Especially you, Six. What time is it? Wait, actually, you, Cake, you can stay up. You're allowed. But Six, where are you awake? Huh? Oh, huh? Yeah, that's right. You know, actually, for you, Six, I'll tell you what. You get the fucking. So you get. What are you doing awake? Harrison's asleep. Yeah, go cuddle with your damn beautiful Egyptian girlfriend. You kidding me? Hey, you're welcome, Cake. I know you. You know what? I don't step on everyone, but for you, I'd step on you, Cake. You know, I'm a big fan. You know, I'll give that to you. You're awake. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Boh. All right. Well, I'll be honest. I'm only saying that because I've run out of topics. Did you guys want? I'll play a YouTube video for you though. I will play one YouTube video, and after that, we're gonna raid somebody. I don't know who. I'm not the boss. I know I'm not the boss. I, yeah, I'm not. I know I'm not the boss. I feel like a brain surgeon and a 8 foot tall man would probably. I mean, I don't feel like I'd be the boss of either of those people. So you two got me. You two got me. Okay, I'll accept that. But I'll find a nice YouTube video. Now you know what? Fuck that. You know what? We're not gonna do that today. We're gonna see who's streaming and we're gonna rate them. And we're gonna do that. Right? Yeah. You just give me a second. I'll give you something good to look at though. Let's see here. Oh, whoa. Yeah, there's gotta be something good to look at in here, right? Like, I don't know. You know, it's funny. Vincey told me that this room that I make, that this room right here, which I'll give you a brief. Woo, he says it looks better every time, and you know what? He's not wrong. I do slightly upgrade it each time, so he's not crazy, but it's so subtle that I'm surprised he noticed. There's just little things, you don't even realize it. Like this zone, I completely changed the zone. Where's my lunch? I don't know. Where's my lunch? What does that mean? What's that even mean? You know what? Oh, my lunch. I know what you mean. Here it is. I'll show you the lunch, and I'll see who's streaming right now. Oh. I got you the lunch. I'm sorry, Karasyn, I forgot. Wait, holy shit. I just looked. There's 11 viewers? Jesus. What the heck? Look, guys, I'm saying you guys need to go to bed. Jeez. I didn't even realize there were so many people watching. Now I feel weird. I thought it was just like 4 people. And I was like, hey, this 4 people are great. But there's like 6 unaccounted for people that are watching, I'm telling them all this stupid stuff. Where's my I don't even know where my camera is. You got me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I put it somewhere special, didn't I? Where? Oh, yeah, here it is. I got it. I found you, you bitch. Hey. Ball. Alright, I got it. Well, I guess... Hey, thanks. I think I'm just gonna stream Sovarian, or raid Sovarian, since I've been making fun of him, right? It just seems like I should probably just go ahead and do that. You know what? Give Mr. Ruby a hello. You know what? This guy needs it more. Because Savarian's... He's got his people, He's doing good. He's not doing bad. But this guy could use a hello, too. Hey, I thank you so much. I'll probably be in the banter after this to bullshit with Vincey, but I'll be there. Just, jeez, let me just type this. I'm sorry. The whiskey has indeed gotten to my brain. The typing is a little hard, but I'm doing my best. Don't worry, I'll get you there. We're gonna introduce you to Mr. Ruby, because he's cool. I could fucking type it. I'm doing my best, but I can't. Oh, it's because my damn thing ain't working. Okay. It's either not working or I'm just drunk, It happens. I had to do like a double stream today. I feel like. Oh, we got him. We got him. He can't escape now. He can't escape now, but I gotta give you guys a bye-bye. Oh, shit. That's pretty quick. I'll give you guys a good, proper bye-bye. Oh. Oh. Get out of here, you damn screen. I'm trying my best. Dude, my depth perception is like gone right now. Haha. I got you now. Your butts. I got my camera back and I can now do blah 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 blah. You know? I got you now. I got you right in my right in my sights. But I want to thank everyone for showing up. Sorry for beating you up at the end. That was me showing my appreciation to you. Mr. Ruby's cool. I found him through a guy I really respected as a streamer. And the guy I respected as a streamer quit. But Mr. Ruby's just good. He's pretty good. He's great. Have fun. Thank you. Well.